I think this is a great opportunity for the Pilot Club to meet flight sim enthusiasts, to network with other developers and communities, and to promote the hobby of flight simulation.
The atmosphere is absolutely electric. Love it. If you're a beginner, if you're an expert, if you're trying to meet new people, if you want to get your hands on some pretty awesome hardware, this is the place to be. I could not recommend this enough to everyone else. This is just an awesome opportunity to hang out.
It gets together our entire hobby, everyone interested, everything from fixed wing, helicopter, virtual reality, everything in between. It brings us all to one place to collaborate on ideas and bring us all together.
It is a great opportunity if you are a serious flight simmer to meet the developers, to meet the flight sim communities, to see the new products that are coming out, to actually test them, to connect and enhance and continue this great hobby of flight simulation.
Every year we're getting bigger and bigger. There are more and more vendors here, more sim experiences to be a part of.
Oh boy, we are back for another FNO. How's it going, everybody? How are we all doing on this fine Friday evening? So welcome on back to another VATSIM 101 stream. And bear with me, I am feeling a little, I guess we can call it under the weather today. Nothing major. I think it's just allergies that are kind of kicking my ass to an extreme level today. So hopefully it doesn't persist like it has been all day, but I'm feeling a lot better than I did this morning, so that's definitely a good thing. So, for those of you that are new here, what we usually do is VATSIM 101. And how it normally works is I take you through a flight in VATSIM, break things down nice and slowly as we go through it, and answer any questions that you have along the way. So tonight we're getting into one of the FNOs, or Friday Night Ops, as VATSIM calls them, which are big chaotic events that VATSIM puts on for the community, and we fly in the event. Because of how chaotic these events can get, it's less of an opportunity for me to explain what's going on and more of me just showing you what VATSIM looks like in some of these bigger events. But just like any other stream that we do, if at any point you have any questions about anything that's going on, feel free, pop them in the chat, and we will certainly be able to help you. So we'll get this plane started here, and we'll begin our first flight from Cleveland out to Chicago Midway. Whoops, hit the wrong thing here. System fault log. Why? Oh, there we go. So ground support, we're going to get the GPU connected. So we'll set that. Where's next page? It's this, right? Page. I don't think there's anything else that I have to do. Yeah, no, everything is fine. So let's come up here. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Oh, my frame rate is abysmal at this airport. What do you know? Another fucking airport that's shittily optimized. All right, so let's get the lights turned on here. We'll get the GPU turned on, and then we'll come up here. We'll get the... Can we... Oh, my God. All right, so IRS is coming to nav. And while that's doing that, yeah, the frame rate here is absolutely abysmal. Oh my God, the whole thing just froze. All right, hopefully it gets better. Not really banking on it because it's Microsoft Flight Simulator. If there's anything that they're really good at doing, it's breaking fucking everything. All right, so let me check one more thing. Is Steam running like an update or something? No, it's just Flight Sim being a piece of shit. All right, so let's do this. We'll come down. Let me get this out of the way. What's the FMS hotkey? Why can't they all just be the goddamn same? All right, so FMS, we have pause in it. We're going to go from Cleveland here, and then gate number is what? Bravo 7? Bravo 9? Bravo 9. So Bravo 9. Of course, it's not in the database. So we'll just use the last position here. And then we'll go route. Cleveland to Midway. And flight number is going to be Southwest 621. Activate that. And we'll come on over to SimBrief. We'll start getting a flight plan put together while the plane gets its act together here. So create new flight. What's up, golfer? How you doing, man? You're flying from Midway to San Diego. Oh, flying to Midway from San Diego. Nice. All right, so airline is Southwest. Flight number is 621. Departure is Cleveland. Arrival is Midway. Alternate, we'll leave it auto. It's probably going to be like St. Louis or something. Departure time, let's make this for... We'll just do an hour from now. I don't think it's going to take us that long, but we'll just set it for an hour from now. Then we're going to do the 737 MAX 8. If I can find it. There it is. And then we're going to use the iFly. Really need to do Midway more. Yeah, Midway's a lot of fun. And then everything else here looks fine. Yeah, so we have OFP letters LITO. Air rack cycle's good. Units are good. Everything else here is good. I'm going to set this to 45 minutes. Whoops. 45 minutes of taxi out time just in case we get a little bit delayed. Scheduled block time is 1 hour and 30. Departure is 24 left. Arrivals 22 left. Altitude passengers freight payload 0 fuel weight, whatever. We're going to fly the... What is that thing? The Great Lake 4 departure through the Bagel transition. Then it'll be the Bagel transition into the Pangs 5 arrival. So that's nice and easy. Generate this. What's up, Sancho? O'Hare's getting lit up, but Midway is relatively quiet. Yeah. I'm not well, Midway's obviously not going to be as busy as O'Hare. O'Hare is where shit's going to be on fire. So flight number, call sign, both going to be Southwest 621. Departure is Cleveland. Arrival is Midway. And alternate is going to be Indy. Aircraft's a 737 MAX 8. Door plugs not included. We have our departure time is going to be 016 on March 20. I have that for the wrong time, don't I? I do. Let me change that. So it's going to be the 29th. Get the fuck out of here. So it's the 29th at 015. Let's do... Come on. Let's try that again. Can I enter my plus 400 foot per minute landing rate prediction now? I mean, you could. It's not going to do you good because the prediction's not open. All right, so this is looking better. Altitude is 34,000 feet. Cost index is 60. Average winds are 276 at 41. 13,030 pounds of fuel on board. 4793 is going to get us out to Midway. 128 passengers, 5,632 pounds of cargo. Zero fuel weight is 129 over 145. Takeoff weight is 141 over 182. Landing weight is 137 over 152. Route of flight looks good. The speed is going to be 465 knots with a cruising altitude of flight level 340. It's going to be the Great Lake 4 departure through the Bagel transition, then right into the Pang 5 arrival in the Midway. And briefing preview, we're going to have 12,085 pounds as our minimum takeoff, which is 2 hours and 35 minutes. And then our taxi fuel is 945 pounds, which is 45 minutes worth of fuel. So all that is looking fine. Let's get this pre-filed on VATSIM. It's probably going to ask me to log into it. Or not. So call sign is Southwest 621. Flight rules are IFR. Aircraft type is the 737 MAX 8. Medium weight class category. Equipment codes and transponder codes look good. Departures Cleveland. Arrivals Midway. Off block is 015. Alternate is Indy. Altitude's 34,000. En route time is 56 minutes with an airspeed of 465 knots and endurance of 2 hours 35 minutes. The route looks good. All of this other stuff out here looks fine. We're going to put our VATSIM shameless plug in here because why not? Get that filed. And we'll come back over to the plane here. And let's see. All right, so everything is all good except for my frame rate. So let's come over here. We'll start getting everything loaded up. Let's do... Where do I go? Menu. Is it performance and payload? And then... Oh, you know what we can do? We can take a look at the ATIS. So we have the Cleveland ATIS information. Foxtrot at 2251 Zulu. Winds are 210 at 12. Visibility is 10. Scatter clouds at 11,000. Broken at 15,000. Temperature 17. Dew point 11. Altimeter is 2987. Visual approach runway 24 right in use. Departing runway 24 left. NOTAMs operate transponder and altitude reporting mode on all taxiways and runways. Caution bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Reback all runway hold short instructions and advise you of information. Foxtrot. So I am going to set the transponder to mode C. That's going to get set to on. There we go. It's quite windy in the Windy City right now. Yeah, that's why they call it the Windy City. So we'll come back over here. Let's set the altimeter. So it was 2987. And then let's see.
Going to need a tune-up after that.
What's up, James? Airport search is going to be Cleveland. Let me do the weight and balance first. So it's 124, did we say? Or 128? 128. So passengers is going to be 128. And then we're going to do... Oh, whoops. Cargo is 5632. So let's do... I don't know, 2,000 up front, and then we'll do 3632 in the back. And then the fuel is going to be 13,030. You know, let's do 13,100. Let's round it up. And then set payload. Complete that. Beautiful. What's up, Master B? 2-4 left, and then conditions, it's going to be dry. Flap configuration, let's do flaps 5. AC is going to be off, and engine anti-ice is going to be off. Winds are 210 at 12. Outside air temperature is 17 degrees. The altimeter is 2987. And thrust rating, I guess we'll do a D rate of 1. Yeah, that should work. AC off. Oh, I guess it would be on, wouldn't it? AC would be on. Here, we're going to leave the packs on. Sometimes I turn the packs off if the runway is really short. He was smoking too. Well, I mean, if you need the extra power, you can take off without the what do you call it? Without the AC packs on. I've been on planes where they do that. I think it was actually taken off out of Midway. They turned the AC packs off because it was in the middle of the summer. You know, when it's hot, the runways are short, and you know. All right, so that's on there. In Denver Center was with one controller for 15 minutes. I got sent to another for about 30 minutes. Then I got sent back to the original controller just now. Yeah, depends on how the airspace is structured. I don't know like what their FIR actually looks like when it comes to all that stuff, but yeah, it's plausible depending on how the airspace is structured out. Okay, so we have all of that, and I guess we can get. Oh, I think my my frame rate just unfucked itself. That was weird. Anyway, I can't even get drivers for this GPU. My AMD software hasn't been working. Maybe that's like a sign that I shouldn't be using AMD anymore. Let's see. So we have Cleveland approach. There's no tower, ground, or clearance delivery that's on right now. That is... Are we early to the event? What time does the event start? It doesn't start late, does it? No, it starts at 2300. Where is everybody? Your Intel all the way? Well, that doesn't help me with the GPU now, does it? D. Yeah, all right, well, we'll just call the approach controller. Whatever. All right, so let me do this. So, Cleveland approach is going to be on 124.0. So, let's get this up over here.
For visual runway 24 right, Delta 101. Departure, Delta 1202. We got Foxtrot. We're ready to push off Alpha 12. We might scrape Yankee here.
Search 804, just confirm you get the traffic at your 10 to 11 o'clock in 4 miles.
1 to 2 o'clock, Search 804 in sight.
Yeah, let me book my
1 to 2 o'clock, my mistake.
here.
Follow that traffic, clear visual approach, 124 right.
Clear the visual, 24 right, Search 804.
Cleveland approach, Southwest 621 on the ground at Cleveland, gate Bravo 9 with Foxtrot, request an IFR out to Midway.
Stand by, I'll send PDCs in a moment. Switch at 225, the wind
All right, so PDC.
0012, runway
Very
24
nice.
clear to land.
So hopefully that doesn't change a whole lot.
Switch at 225.
Oh, my frame rate got fucked again. Never mind.
Departure for Delta 1202.
I think
We
it's
got
just because we're on the ground at the
confirm
airport.
we're clear to push back
Oh,
if we get,
that's
on the Yankee here
unfortunate.
From Alpha 12.
Delta 1202, push is approved.
1202.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys are going to get on the plane, but figure it out.
20012, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
24 left, clear for takeoff.
All right, so we said expected PDC.
Flexjet 556, reduce speed to 210.
Turn that down a little bit. Rip wing, yeah.
All right, we're doing 210 down to 5,000, Flexjet 556.
Flexjet 556, reduce speed
So
to
let's,
180
what else can we do for right now? Well, the seatbelt signs can come on. I guess we could turn the logo light on for right now. Oh, let's turn, yeah, we'll turn the nav lights on because those aren't on. I forgot this plane doesn't really default anything for you. We'll turn these on. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing? What is this? Already got this set in here. We're expecting, is it 340? Let me set that to 340. Or don't. And then Midway, I don't think Midway, is Midway 600 feet?
Juliet 5, and we do have Foxtrot at Delta 868.
Switch at 804, maintain 170 knots to a 5 mile
It is, yeah, 620 feet, damn. All right.
Flexjet 556, turn right heading.
All right, so we're just going to wait. Not a huge deal.
Heading 270, Flexjet 556.
What's up, Jojo? How you doing?
Cleveland departure November 512 Delta Mike, holding short.
I don't think there's anything else over here that we have to do.
Number 1 ready to go.
Number 512 Delta Mike, you're released for departure.
Oh.
Clearance void if not
What
off.
did I just do?
10 minutes of time now. 2328 Zulu. If not off.
What the fuck did I? Oh, there it is.
Frequency no later than 2345 Zulu. Port airborne. This frequency change advisory is approved.
Wow.
Hey, clear for
Very good. Finally got my internet back. Oh, I didn't realize your internet was down.
512 Delta Mike.
That explains why you weren't here last night.
Flexjet 556 traffic file 1 o'clock in 5 miles 4,000. A citation.
Traffic site, Flexjet 556.
Flexjet 556 follow traffic clear.
Yeah, hopefully we can get our clearance here soon so we can get out of here.
Runway 25.
I don't know why the controllers are so late to staff Cleveland.
Follow the traffic clear visual approach runway 24 right.
Follow traffic clear visual 24 right, Flexjet 556.
Yeah, because Detroit's all staffed up.
3934.
Then you got Midway staffed up, O'Hara's staffed up. I bet you Minnie's staffed up. Well, yeah, Minnie's staffed up. I forget about Cleveland. Always goes down when there's midterms due. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's like the actual FIR. It's not a specific airport, but it's the FIRs.
Delta 101, did you get your landing clearance?
Negative.
Yeah, it says Minnie, Chicago, and Cleveland artsies, but it doesn't specify the airports.
Runway 24 right, Delta 101.
Hey, Koenig.
Such at 804.
But I mean, it is what it is.
24.5.
Oh, we have Cleveland Towers up, so let's see if we can get a clearance from him. 124.5.
Just confirm exact 804 over to tower.
Perfect.
Jet 24.0, squawk 0610.
Alright, cleared over to Midway, Great Lakes 4, departure, climb via SID, and squawk 0610, Delta 1459.
Delta 1459, we are correct. 24 left for departure today. Push to your discretion. Call me ready for taxi.
Alright, we'll expect 24 left and we'll call ready for taxi, Delta 1459.
Cleveland Tower, good evening. Delta 1202 with Foxtrot, pushed off Alpha 12, ready taxi.
And Delta 1202, Cleveland, hello, stand by.
Well, we know Cleveland Center is up. That wasn't my concern.
Cleveland Tower, that's 8045, DME, visual 12 right. Russian 24 right.
That's at 804, Cleveland Tower, hello, runway 24 right, clear to land.
To land 24 right, it's at 804. Cleveland Tower, Frontier Flight 1615, I-4 to Minneapolis.
This is going to take us fucking forever.
And Frontier Flight 1615, clearance is on request. Delta 1202, runway 24 left, taxi via Juliet, Juliet 6, Lima 7.
24 left, Juliet 6, Lima 7, south, Delta 1202.
Frontier Flight 1615.
This
you're
another
ready.
event airport. Yep, it's a
Right.
Friday night op.
You're clear to the Minneapolis Airport via the Great Lakes 4 departure Alpha transition as filed. Climb via the SID. Departures 124.0, squawk 7454.
Air clear to Minneapolis, Great Lakes 4, departure Alpha transition, then as filed, climb via the SID 1240 and 7454, Frontier Flight 1615.
Frontier Flight 1615 aircraft, push your discretion, T4 left, call for taxi.
Roger.
Cleveland Tower, Southwest 621 Gate, Bravo 91 Foxtrot, request an IFR to Midway.
So that's Southwest 1738.
Negative, Southwest 621.
South.
And same for Air New Zealand 361.
All right. Southwest 621, clear to Midway, Great Lakes 4 departure, Bagel transition as filed, climb via the SID, departures 124.0, squawk 7241.
41. Clear to Midway via the Great Lakes 4 departure, Bagel transition, climb via the SID, departures 124.0, squawk code 7241, Southwest 621.
Delta 1202, you're going to be behind company.
Yeah, Roger, we'll make a U-turn behind that other company there, Volvo 2.
And Southwest 621, your back's correct, T4 left, push your discretion, call for taxi.
24 left, push my discretion, call for taxi, Southwest 621, thanks.
Sorry,
All right, so let's bring this back over here. So we'll start getting this programmed into our FMS here. You have a bagel transition. I had a meatball. Is that an actual transition on this? No.
Thank you.
That would have been hilarious, though. All right, so let's bring this back to... What the hell is the... God damn it, there it is. So let's do 24 left. It's going to be the Great Lake 4 through the Bagel transition. Then we're going to go route. Well, actually, it's not even much of a route. It's just going to be for runway... Well, if they're taking off the 2-4s here, they're probably going to land the 2-1s in, or the 2-2s in Midway. That would make the most sense. I don't know what Midway's actually doing right now. Oh. Let's see if we can take a look at the ATIS for there. Midway is currently landing, because this is going to be a really short flight out there. So what they're doing now is probably not going to change. So they are landing... They're using the 2-2s, so we'll plan for 2-2 left. Let's just put runway 2-2 left in here for right now. Can we just pick the runway? Yeah, 2-2 left. It'll be the Pang 5 Bagel transition. Boom. And then there's gonna be a disco in here. Yeah, we're gonna... That. We're gonna take a look at this departure here in just a second. So Mundor, Bagel, Megs. Yeah, so that's looking good. Watched a documentary on Schiphol ATC a while back, and it's insane how they keep things running. So yeah, that's an insane airport. 2-2 left, RNAV Yankee. Well, that's one of the approaches. So let's see. Okay, so let's do this. So we have that in here, and then the fuel is gonna be, it's gonna tell us it's insufficient fuel no matter what the fuck we do. So we're gonna do 13. Reserves are gonna be 2958, so we'll just round that up to 3,000. Cost index is 60.
Right turn, hold short 24 left, parking land exit at 804.
I assumed.
Winston-Salem? We're going to, what do you mean? No, we're going to Midway. So altitude is 340. Winds aloft are going to be... $274 at 50. RNAV Yankee 2-2 left, it's in their ATIS. Yeah, it's usually in their ATIS, but if usually I get the RNAV Zulu in there. We'll figure it out. It's not that big of a deal. I don't need to put the approach in right now. Because yeah, like the ATIS will say one thing, but they may assign you a different approach just based on the type of aircraft that you are. Let's see. So we have cruise winds. We're going to do 274 at 50.
It's going to be another 30 seconds in position.
ISA deviation is plus 2.
04 on November, cross runway 24 left, traffic holding
And
position,
1
Lima
limit,
to
we
ramp
have
at
that.
19.
And what was my cell temp again?
24 left, limit on ramp, United at 04.
We're not landing in Midway, we're arriving at, yeah, that is fair.
Turn golf, November,
Cell temp is 46
November,
degrees.
hold short, 24 left, flexion at 556.
Delta 868, traffic crosses downfield.
One thing that terrifies me about Schiphol is most of the taxiways. That's why I refuse to go to Chicago. Yeah, Chicago definitely does take a little bit to get used to. I still get, like at O'Hare, I still get confused when I'm there.
Delta 1202, runway 24
And then flaps are going to be 5 degrees. Center of gravity is 22.9% with a trim of 552. V1's 136, VR is 137, V2 is 145. I don't think I could put the runway slope in here. I don't even know if this tells me the runway slope. It does not. But based on what I'm looking at here, we have 24 left. It's 786 on one side and then 776 on the other. It's a difference that's practically 0. So I don't think it'll let me put anything in here. If I do 0.1. Oh, now it lets me do it. Okay, so I guess they fixed that with the update. Yeah, so we'll just do slope is 0, whatever. And then we have 210 at 12. Whoops.
Cross 24
Fat fingered
left,
it.
November, Lima, CF.
And then... Yeah, that's fine.
Delta 686, runway 24 left, activate Juliet 6, Lima.
What am I doing? I feel like I'm missing something, but I am not. We are all good. All right, so let's get some of these lights turned on here. So that way when it gets dark, it's not totally dark. I will turn down some of these lights here. Well, I say lights, but this is like the display.
Delta 868, contact departure 124.0.
1240.
All right, so we got that. And then there's so many people playing. Yeah, Repo's like the game right now. It's the new popular game. Then we got... So we'll do 165 or 155 in the airspeed indicator here. So 155. Runway heading is going to be, let's see. Runway heading for 24 left is 238 degrees. And then let's take a look at the Great Lake 4 departure. So we have Cleveland Hopkins International Airport in Cleveland, Ohio. We have the Great Lake 4 RNAV departure. So we have our departure frequency up here. I do not think that's... No, that's not the controller. That's up. Then we have transition altitude is 18,000 feet. We have the right equipment to be able to fly this departure. Number 4, bagel transitions for aircraft landing midway only or as assigned by ATC. So that's why we have the bagel transition there. And then looking at this, we have runway 24 left is going to come out this way. It's going to be a climb on a heading of 238 degrees till we intercept course to 270 degrees out to Conway, at or below 6,000. Then we fly to Ale, at or above 9,000. Then to Brennan, at or below 14,000. Then to Great Lake. And then from Great Lake, since our transition is out here at Bagel, we're going to go to Elliott. Then to Munder, and then finally out to Bagel, and then from there we'll transition right onto the Pang 5 arrival. Top altitude is 14,000 feet, so I'm going to set that into the airplane's altimeter window. Or not altimeter, the altitude window on the autopilot panel. And then just to make sure I didn't miss anything, let's look at this again. Climb on heading 238 to intercept course 270 out to Conway, at or below 6,000, then on track 260 to cross Ale, at or above 9,000. Then from Ale on track 276 to cross Brennan, at or below 14, then on track 285 to Great Lake, then on transition, maintain 14,000, expect filed altitude 10 minutes after departure. For runways 24 left, we do have a climb gradient we have to maintain. Koenig, thank you for that Tier 1 sub for 3 months. Very much appreciate you. So it's 500 feet per nautical mile to 1,300 feet. So that's going to be somewhere around, let's call it 200 knots. We're going to be looking for at least 1667 on the climb, which we're going to be somewhere at around 2,500 feet per minute. So we'll be fine there.
18361.
But I will leave this up on the screen for another minute or so in case anybody does have any questions. You can feel free to pop your questions in the chat.
737, looking for iFly to Minneapolis with Foxtrot.
I'm just going to get the APU fired up here.
Pilot Club 73.
Pilot Club 73, you're clear to the Minneapolis Airport.
I think I'll try to do Northern Lights Tuesday at some point soon. I did a flight this week to Yellowknife and it was pretty chill. Yeah, the Northern Lights Tuesday event's a pretty chill event.
Clear to Minneapolis.
We do that event pretty frequently here. We haven't done it the last couple of weeks because there's been other events that have been going on. Like this Tuesday, we're going to be doing the Tuesday nights in New York. But the Northern Lights Tuesday event is, I would definitely say, a beginner-friendly event.
We'll plan for 24 left and departure time is approximately 0015 Zulu.
Okay, Delta 1459, runway 24 left, line up away.
Line up and wait, 24 left, Delta 1459.
We'll wait for the APU to get fired up here.
Departures 124.0, have a going.
Departure on 24 knots and Delta 1202. Good night.
All right, so I'll bring this back over here. So the APU is good. We're going to turn on the fuel pumps. We're going to give the bleed a minute before we actually do anything with that.
24 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 1459.
And we'll get the pushback helper opened.
T4 left, line up away, it's going to be about 90 seconds in position.
Alright, Delta 686, 24 left.
3 different options for Northern Lights Tuesday. I figure I'll pick the least stressful one. Yeah, you have, what is it, Calgary, Edmonton, Yellowknife, and Fort McMurray. Edmonton's the airport that we usually fly out, but every now and again we'll do Yellowknife or Calgary. All right, so let's come up here. We'll get the APU bleed turned on. And we'll get the... Actually, you know what? Let's leave the packs off because we're going to be getting ready to go here in just a second. So we're push at our discretion. Let's come over here. We're going to get... Oh, I don't have to do anything with the GPU up there. So let's get the ground equipment disconnected. So we'll come over here, and then we're going to do this. We're going to disconnect the power, and then we are going to get rid of the chocks. Wait, is that the chocks right there? Yeah. That. I don't believe there's anything else. Yeah, all of this is good. So let's get the tug hooked up here. And we'll get the beacon light turned on. And we'll turn the music off. As we get ready to go. My next 5 points are basically in a straight line. Should I roll my controller and ask for one of those... What? Should I troll my controller and ask for one of those a ways out? What do you mean? Like, you're talking about like asking for a shortcut? They probably wouldn't give it to you. They would probably ask why. Alright, so we got this going. Alright, so parking brake's coming off. And let's start the push.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we could have your attention for just a moment, we'd like to point out the safety features of our Boeing 737 MAX 8. A safety information card is in the seat back or literature pocket in front of you.
I want to be told caution prop wash while taxiing it. Well, you're not going to be told that ever.
Strap to tighten. To release, lift up on the buckle. Position your seatbelt.
All right, so let's get engine number 2 fired up here.
There are 8 emergency exits, 2 forward exit doors, 4 overwing window exits, and 2 exit doors in the back. Signs overhead and lights on the floor lead to exits. If an evacuation is necessary, follow flight attendant commands and leave everything. This aircraft is equipped with life rafts. 2 life rafts are located in the forward ceiling compartment and 2 life rafts are located in the ceiling compartments at mid-cabin. In the event of a water evacuation, use the life
Time to fly with the fluffs. Yeah.
Remove the vest only if told to do so. Pull the red strap to open the container and remove the pouch. Remove the vest from the pouch as shown on the safety information card. Place the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, buckle it in the front, and pull to tighten. Once outside, pull down on the red tab.
Had that happen to
and
me.
place
We
the
have a
vest.
very chill controller on Sundays here. That's fair.
Slowly to the tube at your shoulder. Your vest has a light that turns on automatically in the water.
Thank you very
Please refer to the safety information card for use of a life vest on an infant. Flight attendants will distribute additional vests if needed. We are coming by to check that your seatbelt is fastened, your seat back and tray table are in a full upright
All right,
lock
so engine
position,
2 is
and your
good. Let's fire
carry-on
up engine
items
1.
are completely under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin, leaving the area around your seat clear. Smoking is not allowed on board, including the lavatories.
All right, so
The
we'll
use and
turn this
charging of
on. There
electronic
is
cigarettes
a... Oh,
is
it's this.
prohibited.
I'm like, wait, there's
Federal
lights that
law
are supposed to be
prohibits
on down
tampering
here.
with, disabling, or destroying
So
any
we
smoke
have
detectors in
tower
any
and
aircraft
departure
lavatory.
in radios
It is also
1.
prohibited to consume alcohol that you have brought with you
Oh,
on
I have to
this
set
flight.
this to something,
Federal
don't I?
aviation
Yeah, so that way it
regulations
doesn't get
require
fucky.
passenger compliance with the lighted passenger
Yes, we'll set that to
information sign,
VHF3.
posted placards, and crew member instructions, including information on seat belts and smoking. If needed, 4 oxygen masks will drop from a compartment overhead. To activate the flow of oxygen, pull down on the mask until the plastic tubing is fully extended.
I think my
Place
flight
the
flow
mask
could
over
work
your
on the
nose
Max
and
as well. It
mouth
depends
and
on what
breathe
you're taking your
normally.
flow from.
Secure the mask with the elastic strap.
If you're taking it from an
Although
Airbus,
oxygen
it's
will be
probably not
flowing,
going to
the
help you.
plastic bag may not inflate. Continue wearing the mask until otherwise notified by a crew member. If you are traveling with children or anyone needing special assistance, put on your mask first. Please remove any face coverings before
Like, yeah,
donning
it's
an
the
oxygen mask.
same plane.
We are
It's
here
it's
for
it's
your
it's
comfort
the
and
same
safety.
plane.
Please report any
It's the same
unwelcome
flow, same
behavior
plane.
to a flight attendant. Thank you for your attention. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy your 1 hour and 20 minutes flight to Chicago Midway. Welcome aboard.
All right, so we're going to come up here. We'll get the engine generators turned on. Then we'll get the packs turned on. ISO valve set to auto. Oh, I have to do the and turn the yaw damper on. So we have that. Then we're gonna turn the APU bleed off. We can turn the APU off. So everything up here looks good. Do I like Boeings or Airbuses? I don't really have a preference. Plane's a plane. But I also don't fly them in the real world, so. So we have that. We'll turn the traffic rings on. Terrain radar's coming on. Everything up here is good, so we'll go LNAV, VNAV. And then brake's going to get set to RTO. We'll do a flight control check. So ailerons are good. Elevator's good. Rudders, speed brakes are good. Flaps coming to 5 degrees.
We'll give you a shot for taxi, Delta 1620, thanks.
Is that 5 degrees? I know it's not exact. Nope, that's 10 degrees. There we go. All right, let's get our taxi light turned on, and let's call and get our departure, our taxi clearance. My workday ends in a couple of hours. Nice. Oh, I never turned on the parking brake. Whoops. Okay, so let's get ourselves moving here. Where's my mixer? There it is.
Transition, climb via SID, departure 124.0, squawk 0543, Pilot 711.
Pilot Club 711, the REAC's corrected. It's Foxtrot's current 24 left for departure. Push your discretion, call for taxi.
Roger.
Tower Delta 1707, request tower part 2, Minneapolis.
Delta 1707, you're cleared to the Minneapolis airport.
This guy really
Great
needs a
Lakes
ground
Port
control
departure,
around.
Alpha transition as filed. Climb via the SID. Departures 124.0, squawk 723.
What's up, Kim? How you doing, man?
Third to Minneapolis via the Great Lake 4 departure altitude transition Dutch Climb via the SID, departure to 24.0 and squawk 723, Delta 1707.
Delta 1707, react correct. Foxtrot 24 left. Call for taxi.
Will call for taxi, maximum passengers.
Tower, Southwest 621 is ready to taxi, spot 6.
Southwest 621, squawk 7241.
7241, brain dead 621, sorry about that.
You're not brain dead, it's normal.
Damn it.
Tower Association 42 Golf might actually be brain dead, visual 24.
7241.
Citation 42 Golf, Cleveland Tower, hello, runway 24.
You guys let me forget again.
24 right, clear to land, 42 Golf.
At Southwest 621, we've got the transponder set correctly now, requesting taxi.
Southwest 621, runway 24, taxi, Juliet 6, Lima 7 for 24 left.
Runway 24 left, Juliet 6, Lima 7, Southwest 621. All right, so we've got...
You're not braided anymore, are you?
I hope not. So we have Juliet 6, Lima 7. Pretty straightforward. Let's see how bad I fucked this up. All right, so let's get ourselves going. It's an omen of things to come. Yeah, right. Well, maybe this time I'll pay attention to the damn altitude restrictions and won't get to 2,000 feet and be like, yo, why am I not climbing? All right, so this is going to be Juliet right here.
New Zealand 361.
This is it right here. All right, so let's do this, and then we'll get the lights turned on here. Lights coming on.
November 42 Golf, can you make November?
We came in a little bit fast. I might be able to make November 42 Golf.
November Papa, whatever your magic is.
And yeah, I've got
Southwest
everything.
621, you ready?
We're ready to go, Southwest 621.
Southwest 621, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
24 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 621. All right, so we'll get the landing lights turned on.
Cleveland Tower, Delta 5141, information 5, Strickland, Detroit.
Left.
Delta 5141, you're clear to Detroit Airport, be the... 1 second.
Oh,
On
Jesus.
runway 24 left.
And Delta 5141, you're clear to Detroit Airport, be the radar
So
vectors.
power
Juliet,
40%.
Delta Juliet Bravo, as filed. Climb maintain 14,000. The departure frequency is 134.0, squawk 4531.
Toga and auto throttle.
Right, Delta 5141, go to Detroit, radar vectors, driver, VOR level filed, maintain 14,000, departure 134.0, squawk 4531, Delta 5141.
Delta 5141, you're at correct call for taxi.
Airspeed's alive. 80 knots.
November 42 call, left turn November,
Rotate.
hold short of runway 24 left.
Left November, hold short, 24 left, 42 Golf.
All right, positive climb. Oh, it's bumpy. What's the in-flight meal? It's a 13-second flight. You get maybe a bag of Skittles. Jesus.
I'll take that bag of Skittles, Southwest 621, contact departure, have it going.
Over to departure, Southwest 621, so long.
And Endeavour 2806, IFR clearance to Minneapolis.
All right, let's go. Departure. Cleveland departure, Southwest 621, 3000 on the Great Lake 4.
Southwest 621, Cleveland departure, climb and maintain 13,000.
13,000, Southwest 621. Oh, a little aggressive on the control movements here. Gotta go diggy hole. All right, Cume. We'll see you later, man. Have fun digging your hole. So I'm gonna set the autopilot here because trying to maintain level flight at 6,000 is gonna be a pain in the ass in this thing. So I'll just let the autopilot do it. No peanuts? No. Why would we have peanuts? This ain't no generic Southwest flight. Oh, he said climb, maintain 13,000. All right, let's bring this up to... Yeah, he said climb and maintain, so we don't have to worry about the speed restrictions. We'll just go level change mode. You have to pay 10 USD for the Skittles. Is that what they're doing now? Why is that shut? And I guess we'll go to 280 knots once we get to 10,000, at least until we get past Conway. Alright, so we'll go landing lights off. We'll turn the rest of these lights off. Wing light's gonna come off. And we'll go 280 knots for right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, use of all portable electronic devices is now permitted in airplane mode with cellular functions turned off. In a few moments, we will be coming through to take your drink order. We will be serving complimentary soft drinks, juice, and coffee.
All right.
Beer, wine, and liquor are available for purchase or with a valid drink coupon. There is a beverage menu in your seat back pocket.
Last time I flew, I knew all the crew, and they treated me like a king. I even got to go to the cockpit last year. It was from Santa Cruz to De La Sierra and Assumption. Nice. That's pretty awesome.
The aisle and remain seated while the fasten seatbelt sign is on. We have lavatories in the front and back of the aircraft. The sign on the ceiling indicates whether the lavatory is occupied. Please do not form a line at the forward lavatory.
Can we see the plane from
Your safety
outside?
will always be our #1 priority, so please don't hesitate to let us know if you have other needs we can take care of.
Looks pretty.
Southwest 621, contact Cleveland Center 119.87.
119.87, Southwest 621. 119.87.
Before Papa Fuel across that junction, just to maintain 13,000.
Right down to 13,000, Papa Fuel.
Cleveland Center, Southwest 621, 13,000.
Southwest 621 Cleveland, hello, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, Southwest 621. So I should be able to hit this. That not work? Or just go VNAV? Yeah, that, whoa, whoa, all right. That's very aggressive.
Cleveland Center Sky was 5514, flight level 280.
Hey, that's slant.
Skywest 6514 Cleveland, hello.
Your plane seems to think it has no passengers. It's just, well, it's just a flight model.
629er, heavy passing through 340.
It definitely has people on it.
Direct flag city VOR.
Western Global 629 Cleveland, hello. Walker 2489, contact Cleveland Center 125.42.
125.
Yeah, we're gonna get to our top of the climb, and our top of the descent is right there.
Cleveland, hello.
You might consider the 13-minute flight, potentially.
American 1626 Cleveland, hello. Climb and maintain flight level 300.
Yeah, we can't get the Midway 8 just yet, but we can take a look at the arrival. So the arrival from Bagel, we're going to fly inbound to Pang, then to Megs, then to Awesome at 10,000, then to Haley at 6,000, and then since we're planning on landing on the 2-2s, from Haley we're going to fly out to German at or above 4,000, then out to Lanane, then out to Boca, and then out to Tact at 3,000, and expect the RNAV runway 22 left approach, just RNAV 22 left approach, or radar vectors 2 final approach. So all that is looking good. But yeah, it's not, I guess, not able to get the ATIS just yet, but we should be able to get that soon. But I'll leave this up on the screen for another minute or so in case anybody does have any questions about it. Feel free, pop your questions in the chat.
Cleveland Center, good day, Delta 708, heavy, passing flight level 200, descending 190 on the Hale 3 arrival.
Delta 708, hello, descend via the Hale 3 arrival, the Metro altimeter 29080.
Descend via the Hale 3 arrival, the altimeter 29080, Delta 708 heavy.
What I'm not understanding is why my sim is really stuttery, and you guys aren't seeing it on stream. That's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. How am I seeing stutters, but you guys aren't? Because I feel like my frame rate is like 7 right now, but on the stream it's smooth as glass. And if AMD wasn't fucking stupid, I'd be able to see what my frame rate is, but the A in AMD stands for asshole.
For Delta 708.
72502, climbing up to flight level 170 at 250 knots.
Yeah, like, I don't understand it. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I maintain flight level 300, Southwest 2502.
American 2010, contact Indianapolis.
73F is not too bad. What do you mean?
128.2, good day for American 2010.
Oh, the temperature?
American 1626.
Yeah, 73 degrees is nice.
Normal speed, American 1626.
Southwest 2502 is your normal speed.
Normal speed for Southwest 2502.
Delta 708, once you have that plugged in, descend via the Victor's 2 arrival.
Descend via the Victor's 2 arrival for Delta 708.
All right, and then, yeah, once we get to Midway, we'll take a vote on where we're going to go next. We have a couple of airports that we could choose from. So from Midway, we can pretty much go anywhere. So let's see. So Chicago Midway, we have...
Delta 1459, contact Chicago 134.87, good day.
3487.
We'll try and pick something that's close.
Bye-bye.
Can I sort this by... Yeah, so we have... Detroit if we wanted to. That's kind of of a short flight. Then there's Cincinnati, there's St. Louis, there's Louisville, Columbus, Minnie, Nashville, Pittsburgh. There's there's quite a few, so it'll be a good vote that we could have.
Skywest 5514, clear direct to Ashland.
All right, direct, awesome. Direct action, Skywest 514.
And then once we can get the ATIS, we'll make sure we take a look at that. Oh, it actually just came up. All right, let's see. We have the Midway ATIS. Information Papa, 2353 Zulu. Winds are 210 at 17, gusting to 30. Temperature, visibility is 10. Scatter clouds at 12,000. Temperature 26, dew point 7. Altimeter is 2973. RNAV Yankee, runway 22 left approach in use. Landing and departing, runway 22s. NOTAMs, runway 31 right and 13 left, repurposed to taxiway hotel. Runway 31 right, 13 left is closed. Aircraft should operate mode C on all taxiways and runways. Wind shear advisories in effect. That's not surprising. Hazardous weather information for a Midway area available on frequency. Read back all runway hold short instructions and altitude assignments. And that's pretty much it. So we can get the FMS set up to...
And Air New Zealand 361, contact.
What is it? The ILS 22 left Yankee. Or ILS Yankee 22 left.
135, this move.
And then we'll do it from TAC, since that's the final fix on the arrival. Sure there's no discontinuities in here. No, there's not. Yeah, we're going to be at our cruising altitude for like 10 minutes, and then we're going to start descending again.
Cleveland Center, Delta 2357, climbing through 900,000 for 13,000. Delta 2257, Cleveland, hello, climb and maintain flight level 380. Climb and maintain flight level 380, Delta 2257. Delta 708, contact approach 126.22, good day.
So let's get our radio set up here.
Bye-bye.
So we have radio 2, we'll put tower and ground. So tower for Midway is 135.2.
Cleveland Center, hello, Delta 1024, passing 13,800, coming 17,000.
Delta 1024, Cleveland, hello, climb and maintain flight level 300.
And then ground is
Coming
118.075.
Delta 1024.
Go. So we have tower and ground in there. And then next we're probably going to get sent over to Chicago Center, but there's like 5 of them that are online, so who knows which one we're going to get.
American 1626, contact Chicago Center 134.87, good day.
Chicago 134.87, American 1626, thanks for the help, sir. Bye-bye now.
So then we've got to run our way out to Bagel, then we're going to go to Pang, then Awesome at 10,000, then to Haley at 6,000, and then the runway 22 transition is out here, so we're going to go to German at or above 4,000, then to El Nain, then to Boca, then to TACT at 3,000, and then from there we'll transition right onto the ILS Yankee 22 left. Not ILS, RNAV Yankee 22 left. I don't know why I said ILS. So that's going to be this approach right here. Chicago Midway International Airport, RNAV Yankee, runway 22 left. So we have all the frequencies up here. I've got tower and ground set in. It looks like approach is either going to be 128.2 or 12605. We'll figure that out once we get a little bit closer. Inbound course is going to be 228 degrees. Final approach fix is going to be at Yacht, which we have to cross at 1,500 feet. Decision altitude is 923 feet. Airport elevation is 620. Touchdown zone elevation is 611. Minimum sector altitude is 3,400 feet. Missed approach is a climb to 1,300, then a climbing left turn to 2,600, direct to the Eon V. I forget what VOR that is. The Piton. The Piaton? The Piaton VOR and hold. Altimeter is set to inches of mercury. Transition flight level is 180. And then down here, from TACT, this is where the arrival ends for us. So we have a crossing restriction of 3,000 feet. We fly to Sales, still at 3,000 feet, slow down to 210 knots. Then to Dixon, still at 3,000. Then to Mundo, then to Jib, then to Yacht, and then from there we proceed inbound for 22 left. So Sales and Dixon at 3,000, Mundo at 2,400, then Jib at 1,900, then 1,500 at Yacht, and then we'll descend down to land runway 22 left. We're going to be looking for somewhere around 700 feet per minute on the descent once we cross the final approach fix. Our missed approach once again, climb to 1,300, climbing left turn to 2,600, direct to the Piaton VOR and hold. Decision altitude is 923 feet.
621, descend and maintain flight level 300.
Descend and maintain flight level 300, Southwest 621. Let me just do this real quick. Then we'll just do vertical speed mode for right now. We'll do 1,000 feet a minute. So 300. So if anybody has any questions about this approach, feel free, pop them in the chat. I'll leave this up on the screen for another minute or so while I get the minimums dialed in here. So it's 923. Is this an LPV? No, it's not. Not an LPV. Minimums are very low. It's 300 feet over the ground. It's not really that low. LPV would take you a lot lower than that. Yeah, no, it's not an LPV. It's a lot of step descents. Well, the VNAV profile will have it a constant descent. So it'll program it out. You're going to arrive before you. Nice. What time are we landing? Let's see. Let's bring this over here. So according to this thing, we are going to be landing at 0:44. So that's about a half hour from now. So let's get this landing rate prediction up. So landing rate, that's going to be up for 30 minutes. So that'll be the purple window at the top of the chat. So get your predictions in, everybody. And once we land, I'll show you on Volanta what the landing rate was, so that way you know I'm not making it up.
Cleveland, Center from Chiplin, 1615, passenger 12,000 to 13,000.
Yeah, I wish this window was open.
Cleveland Center from Flight 1615, radio check.
Frontier Flight 1615, 5
We're just leveling off at 13,000 now, checking in with you.
Oh wait, Frontier Flight 1615, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Up to 360, Frontier Flight 1615.
Southwest 2502, contact Indianapolis 128.22.
Any weekend plans? Yeah, I have the RC truck race tomorrow, but other than that, nothing really.
Yeah. Southwest 229, center.
Southwest 229. 25.
Delta 229, center, hello, to ascend via the Victor's to arrival to Metro altimeter 2980.
Sorry, was that for Southwest 229?
Today I have no trust in you. Oh, thanks, Koenig. I appreciate that.
Client are descend via the Victors to
We'll see what happens.
Departure for Detroit Wing. Southwest 229.
Delta 2 Mike, descend via the Victors to arrival, the Metro altimeter 29080.
Sorry, please repeat. Delta 2 Mike.
Delta 2 Mike, descend via the Victors 5 arrival, the Metro altimeter 29080. And my
yesterday you slammed. Boy, I was flying the MD-11 yesterday. I'm a little bit better in the 7.3 than I am in the MD-11.
80, Delta 2 Mike.
Thank you. United 714, you up? Southwest 621, contact Chicago Center 134.87.
13487, Southwest 621. All right, 13487. Chicago Center, Southwest 621, flight level 300.
Southwest 621, Chicago Center, roger.
When we land, I want to try and get the developer mode open on this thing and see if I can run the debugger and see if I can figure out what's going on with the frames.
1459.
November 6542 Victor, contact Chicago Center 126.47.
2647 for 42 Victor, thanks.
American 717, contact Chicago approach 133.62.
13362, American 717, yeah.
Southwest 621, cross Megs at and maintain 1000, southwest altimeter 2.78.
Cross Megs at 11,000, Southwest 621. So let's do...
November 758 Whiskey Delta, clear to direct Hoxie.
Direct Hoxie.
And we'll set this for 11,000 feet.
Chicago Center, hello, Delta 1024, available 300.
Delta 1024, Chicago Center, roger. And November 758 Whiskey Delta, just confirm direct Hoxie, Hotel Oscar X-Ray India Echo.
Roger, direct Hoxie, it's on
See if it
arrival
starts descending
on
on its
Oak Park
own.
4, Peterborough, Exoskeleton.
Hawaiian 356, contact Chicago approach 133.62.
Hawaiian 33.62, Hawaiian 356, have a good day.
Let's see. So we have... Alright, so it's past the top of descent. But that was based on the cruising altitude of 34,000 feet. Yeah, there we go. So now this is starting to come in. Yes, so that'll be... Should be descending on its own, but we'll see. I heard they got some cool places to live there. Oh, I've ever been to Queens. Yeah, I've been to Queens. I would never live there, but I have friends that do. Oh, cool. Don't fucking... Alright. Oh, because VNAV wasn't on. Okay. That makes sense. Is it nice there? I mean, yeah. Depending on where you go, it's like anywhere else. I wouldn't live there. Oh, I left the burners on again. Whoops. Why is that? Because there's a lot of people that live there. It's very congested. Traffic's a nightmare.
Contact Cleveland Center, 119.87. Cleveland Center.
It's one of the 5 boroughs, and it's very expensive to live in any of the boroughs. I wouldn't do it.
Delta 1024, cross holes at and maintain 2000, O'Hare altimeter 2.71.
Is that for Delta 1024?
Delta 1024, affirmative, cross holes at and maintain 2000, O'Hare altimeter 2.71.
Cross holes at 120,2971, Delta 1024.
Oh, before I say it. Okay. I think I found out why. I think I found out why it was just doing that. So, I know you guys haven't noticed it, but my shit was like really stuttery for the last like 30 minutes. I just ran the task manager. So for like, I don't think I've like explained what the issue I've been having for the past like month is. AMD has like a thing kind of like NVIDIA where you update your drivers. So they call it AMD Adrenaline. I think NVIDIA calls it GeForce or something. So that software on my PC is not working. So anytime I try to load it, it just like crashes. Or at least like I would load it and it wasn't loading, and then I would go into Task Manager and it's got like the crash reporter that's up. So I just pulled up the Task Manager again, and I saw that the Crash Manager was open. So I just closed that, and now it's running smoothly. So maybe because the Crash Manager for that software maybe was fucking up the driver somehow. I don't know why the software is not working, and I went on AMD's forum today, so hopefully somebody can answer, because I can't get any of the versions to run. The only other thing that I think well, I probably should just do it anyway, is run the DDU1 installer and then just go like from straight up nothing, which I'll probably do tomorrow and give that a try again, because I just did that like a month ago when the last time I updated the GPU driver. So if that fixes the issue, that's very weird, but we'll see. I met some people from New York. They talk weird. First I was like, what country are you from? They said I'm from the US, New York. I'm like, no way. Yeah, we have a little bit of an accent. My New York accent has kind of dwindled since I moved to the South, but when I get mad, it comes out. As Snowcat and River when I play Helldivers and I'm getting the absolute shit kicked out of me, my accent comes out. So 2973 is going to be the altimeter. And the thing that pisses me off about the AMD thing is that you can't download their drivers without that software. So if I can't figure this out in the next like week, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get in contact with them and be like, yo, what the fuck? Because I filled out 3 bug reports and they're just not getting back to me. In NVIDIA, yeah, AMD has the same thing. So it's called AMD Adrenaline. I would love to show it to you, but I can't get it to open. So it's the same thing. Like my laptop has whatever NVIDIA's thing is. It's the same concept. That's where you do all your driver updates for the GPU. But like I can't get that to run. And there's no way, because I was like, oh, let me just go on the AMD's website and download it from there. And it was like, oh, here's the driver. And then it's AMD Adrenaline software. It's like, well, that doesn't help me. I can't run it. But either way, I'll figure it out. It could just be that when it got installed, it just got corrupted somewhere, and I just got to do a full uninstall in order to get it. Because everything else works, like that, where I update like the chipset and like all the other drivers, like that still works. O'Hare is on fire. Midway is crickets. There's no way Midway has crickets. Let's see. Midway. Oh, yeah. No one's at Midway. Yo. You know what that means? No delays. No delays at Midway.
Gentlemen, as we make our final descent to Chicago Midway, please stow laptop computers and similarly sized electronic
Yeah, now the sim is running.
Chicago Center 126.47.
Now it's running a lot smoother. Was that for Southwest 621?
Affirmative 126.47.
12647, Southwest 621. 12647.
Please raise your seat back and tray table to the full upright and locked position and fasten your seatbelt. We will come by one last time to pick up cups, cans, newspapers.
Roger, I was just confirming because Fry has a restriction for higher than 240. No worries. Thanks.
Chicago Center, Southwest 621, 12,300, descending 11,000 at Megs.
Southwest 621, Southwest approach, welcome. Descend maintain 10,000.
Going to maintain 10,000, Southwest 621.
Southwest 120, I'm sorry. You were right, I was wrong. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong part of the paperwork there. Anything below 31, which would you prefer? Anything below 330, anything below that, what would you like? We'll just do the 240, that'll get us there for Fry. Gotcha, thanks, and again, sorry about that. It all washes out with the speed restriction thing. Ain't that the truth?
All right.
Delta 2153, clear direct HOSA.
Oh, she don't want to slow down.
Clear 2153.
Use the speed brake.
Delta 2153, clear direct HOSA. Clear direct HOSA for Delta 2153.
All right, we'll do an abbreviated approach briefing here in just another minute or so. Let's get the, oh, is there a calculation thing in here? I believe there is for landing. Yeah, show landing. Airport search. We're going to do KMDW. So that's Chicago Midway. And we're going to do runway 22 left. Condition is dry. The winds are 210 at 17. And they're gusting to holy fuckness. 210 at 17. Outside air temperature is 26. Nice and warm in Chicago today. Oh, 26C. And QNH is 2973. VREF Ed will do 5. Flap configuration, let's do flap 40. Let me come back over here. Open the speed window so it doesn't try to slow down to our approach speed. AC is going to be on. AIs are going to be off. And brakes, we'll do auto brake 3. Why not? Calculate. Nice. We have approach speed is going to be 156 knots, really? Well, this says 135. I think you're lying to me. That says approach speed for flaps 30. Even that's, yeah, I think the EFB is lying. So it's 140 knots on the approach. 17-year-old starts a fire in Walmart, gets caught, sent 8 years in probation, 60 days in jail. But the worst part, she owns the Walmart. $1 million. Oh, my God. Give me the death penalty. All right, so let's do landing lights are coming on, and we'll get the rest of these lights on because these are the lights that are outside the plane, and then the wing light's going to come back on. Still got about 15 minutes left on that landing rate prediction, so make sure you're getting your bets in.
Southwest 120, thanks again. Contact Cleveland Center 135.72. Bye-bye.
3572 for Cleveland, thanks a lot, Southwest 120.
Her life is, yeah, seriously.
And Chicago Center, November 986 Sierra Bravo, good day.
It was 8 mil. What'd she burn the Walmart down?
November 986 Sierra Bravo. Hello, squawk 7333, say flight level.
7333, and we just reached flight level 400, 6 Sierra Bravo.
Chicago Center, Golf Tango, Juliet Lima, good evening with you. Flight coming, Pacific level 370, flight level 380.
Charlie Golf, Juliet Tango Lima, correction, Tango Juliet Lima, Chicago Center Outer, maintain flight level 380, and squawk 3020, please.
3030 and flight level 380, Golf Charlie, Golf Tango, Juliet Lima.
November 986 Sierra Bravo, ident.
Identing November 986 Sierra Bravo, and just to confirm, the squawk code was 7333.
Hey, firm, and I think that might be what you have in there already. That's why I'm having the ident.
Hopefully we get a descent here soon. What is that? Speed.
Walker 380, contact Cleveland, 135.72.
35.72, Walker 3. We'll see you.
Yep.
Cost $7.5 million in damage. That's including the items that were destroyed. Oh my god. Well, that's why you don't be a fucking idiot in Walmart. Go be an idiot in Kmart.
November 986, your Bravo Radar contact 20 northwest of Boiler thing.
Don't fuck with Walmart.
Charlie Golf Tango Juliet Lima Radar contact 23 northwest.
Walmart's like an
Boiler.
American staple.
Tango Juliet
Walmart is on like the same level of like fuck around and find out as like the American
621
boats.
cross Haley at a maintain 6,000.
Haley at 6,000, Southwest 621. So we'll just do open descent mode here. Oh, that's right, it don't work. So level change. Like, don't fuck with America's boats. Don't fuck with America's Walmart. You will invoke the Redneck Navy. Open descent, that's an error. You know what, Master B? Shut up. How about you shut up? I've been flying the A350 a lot. Shut up. Ow. Don't hit me. You're being mean to me. Don't hit me. Not nice.
Southwest 621, contact Chicago approach 128.2. Bye-bye.
128.2, Southwest 621, so long. All right.
Good evening, Delta 421, passing 9,500, going
Oh, it's 128. Ah, yeah, motherfucker. 128.1.
Delta 421, Chicago Center, good evening. Resume, correction, leaving 11.
Yeah, it was 128.1. God damn it. Chicago, 128.2. How about if I learned how to, like, write shit down?
Charlie Golf Tango Juliet Lima, your last assigned altitude is flight
35 to Delta 1459. Have a great night. Thank you for ATC.
Chicago approach, Southwest 621, 8,500, descending 6,000.
Delta 621, Chicago approach information. Papa's current altimeter 2973.
2973, and we have Papa, Southwest 621. See, if you forget to tell them, if you forget to tell them you have the ATIS, then they're just going to remind you, hey, ATIS Papa's current. Let me bring this up to 250.
Contact at 3,000, clear the Yankee, 22 left approach, Fort Victor.
Your last APL was to Brazil.
Southwest 621, clear direct tack, descend maintain 6,000.
Direct tack down to 6,000, Southwest 621. My last APL flight should have been to Barcelona. That's where I flew today. Yesterday I flew back from Sao Paulo. All right, who's ready, boys? Oh, and I do have an announcement once we land. It's kind of a big deal, but it's not like anything drastic. Don't worry. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. It's good. But I'll save it for when we land. She told the cop he was very attractive. Ooh, she tried. Hey, listen. Gotta shoot your shot. When you got nothing to lose, you gotta shoot your shot. I respect it. I respect it. And then if I tried that with a cop, I'd probably get the shit kicked out of me. If I tried that with a woman cop, oh, I'd die. I would die. First of all, I don't have the confidence to even attempt that.
Or 42 Victor, if you're able, direct sales, clear down at Zulu runway 22 left approach.
But yeah, listen, you got nothing to lose. Shoot your shot.
Southwest 621 to center maintain 4,000.
Center maintain 4,000, Southwest 621.
Southwest 621, speed your discretion.
Speed at my discretion, Southwest 621. What's my speed gotta be over TAC? That way. I probably should be at like 200 knots when I do it. But we'll get down to 4,000 feet first. Well, now the window is like slightly open. This should just be open all the time. Oh, there we go. I need to figure out how to make the look left and look right cameras. Maybe I should ask that in the iFly Discord. Be like, hey, I want to look left and look right, like in the cockpit. I don't want it to like...
CBN 42 Victor, contact Midway Tower 135.2.
When the fire started, she set a fake plane on fire with a lighter. It was yeah, I figured she set something on fire inside the store. Oh, my speed is set to like 230. Yeah, that's a weird speed. I must have hit that by accident. Whatever, we'll just leave it. Then we'll bring this in a little bit. 10 miles might be a little much. Oh, I tell you what, though, I was like sneezing every 13 seconds today, and my head was all congested. And I took I had like a bottle of like this Flonase stuff, which is basically just like imagine taking a power washer, sticking it up your nose, and pulling the trigger. It's essentially what this did. So my nose is cleared up, and I'm not as congested, which is nice. So I was like, oh, don't tell me I gotta cancel the stream because my fucking face feels like being a brat. All right, so we are, what, like 25 miles out? I just realized we didn't have the music playing this whole time.
Contain 3,000.
3,000, Southwest 621. So let's get this down here. Boom. Right, so let's get the approach checks done. I think everything is good, actually. Yeah, we have our VREF set, so it's 135 knots, which means our approach speed is going to be 140. This thing is lying to me. This is lying. You're lying. You're lying. Where is it? What is this? What is this? Approach speed for flaps 30 is 156 knots. What? That's a lie. All right, wait. Does the announcement relate? Yes, it's for the expo. 8 years probation. It's literally no work for 8 years, considering the inhumane restrictions they put into that. What? 8 years probation. It's literally no work for 8 years, considering the inhumane restriction. Yeah, well, You can work while you're on probation. It's just very limited.
621, cross tacked at 3000. Cleared on Yankee, runway 22 left approach.
Cross tack to 3000, cleared on Yankee 22 left, Southwest 621. So let's do... I go VNAV. Yeah, it's going to bring us back down to our flap up speed. Most companies don't want to deal with probation restrictions. Well, that's why they have companies that are part of the probationary program. So yeah, the average company won't want to, but there are companies out there that that have like probationary programs. Like a lot of the contracting companies that I worked with, a lot of them had probationary programs where like people that were on parole or coming out or like on probation, they could work for them. All right, let's go flaps 5. Let's keep the speed at 200 for right now. Let's not go lower than that. Oh, that's flaps 2. Let's get that to flaps 5. But to repay $1 million, well, yeah, they just garnish wages and shit like that. However the courts do that. Yeah, you're probably never gonna pay that back. So. Hey, Asia Knight coming in with the rate of 5. What's up, man? How was your stream? Appreciate the raid. Good to see you guys. We're just about to land in Chicago Midway. Landing rate prediction is open for like another 2 minutes or so, so make sure you get your predictions in. It's the purple banner at the top of the chat window. Stream went good. Played Halo 2 with my first card. There you go. Yeah, I have the Master Chief collection now. I was playing Infinite Multiplayer with Rivet the other night. That was a lot of fun. It's like game mode where like you get like vehicles and you have to race around on what's basically like an ion collider looking track. Just a big circle and one guy's got like a rocket launcher. It's freaking hilarious. I got the shit kicked out of me. I was laughing the whole way through. Getting ready to fly the iFly Max for the first time. Any tips? If you know how to fly the PMDG.
Contact Midway Tower now on 135.2. Good night.
135.2 Southwest 621 so long. If you know how to fly the PMDG 737, you are going to be perfectly fine with this thing. Tower Southwest 621, RNAV Yankee 22 left.
Southwest 621 by tower, continue.
Continue, Southwest 621. But yeah, my, you do have the, yeah, it's the same plane. It's the same plane. So if you can, like the avionics, and we can go through the avionics while we're here, you know, once we land and we get ready for the next flight. It's the same plane. Like your overhead panel is pretty much the same. Your stuff down here, pretty much the same. It's the same plane. All right, gears coming down. And we'll start walking our flaps out. What's the flaps 40 speed? It's like 160 something.
21, wind 21017, gusting 30, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, Southwest 621. We'll go approach mode. I guess it is LPV. Or at least it's simulating LPV. So we said it was 134, so that's going to be 139. So let's bring this back to 139. Wait a minute, what? Hold on a second. Oh, never mind. It's 100 and, wait, 139, never mind. You want your nuggies? Well, we'll see what happens. All right, let's go. Auto throttle off. And autopilot off. Oh. Doesn't have the double click logic. You're the second person I ever rated. Who was the first? Did we get a shout out for Azure in the chat, by the way? Are any of my mods awake? Are my mods on vacation? I bet you my mods are on vacation. Let me see if I can do this real quick. There we go. Had a friend had a fried chicken TV dinner thing I had from ooh. I haven't had a TV dinner in a while. Is it too late for Southwest to up its insurance coverage for this aircraft? You're gonna have to ask somebody that knows something about insurance. How about you shut the hell up?
Midway Tower, Southwest.
Now, when we land, we're going to try not to cross a runway that we're not supposed to.
Southwest 4536, Midway Tower, hold short, runway 22 left.
Hold short, 22 left, 4536.
Aidance is getting. How about shut up? Shut the fuck up. You missed predictions. Yup. You missed it, Mike. How dare you?
Approaching 2 left.
Random guy thought of the day. Imagine 22 upper and 22 lower.
500.
Terrain. Pull up.
400. Approaching minimum. 3 minimum.
Landing.
200.
Ah. Uh-oh.
100.
Southwest 4536, wind 21017, gusting 30, runway 22 left, line up and wait.
22 left, line up and wait, Southwest 4536.
Oh, go. Southwest 621 on the go.
Southwest 621, go around, fly heading 180, maintain 3000.
180, 3000, Southwest 621. Oh, I don't need this.
Tower, Southwest 705, ready, go 22 left. Southwest 621, fly heading 100.
100, Southwest 621.
Southwest 621, contact Chicago, departure 128.2.
128.2, Southwest 621. Alright, let me get this.
Southwest 4536, it might just be a little bit more than 90 seconds in position, sorry about that.
No problem, Southwest 4536.
Let's go. Speed up to... Let's bring it up to 240 for right now.
Southwest 4536, fly heading 140, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff.
Fly heading 140, 22 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 4536.
We are not maintaining speed here. Okay, we are...
2,500.
Departure Southwest 621, 3000, heading 100 on the go around.
Southwest 621, Chicago approach, welcome back. Maintain 3000, planning 090.
090, 3000, Southwest 621. Why is it... Dude, activate the fucking autopilot. What are you doing? Alright. We'll keep it at 240. That go around was 100% the... No, I had a feeling I was going around before that. Why are you slowing down? Maintain airspeed, please. Oh, is that why? Oh my god, what are we doing? Dude, the amount of time it takes for this plane to recognize what you want it to do is friggin' insane. Auto brake didn't deploy, did it? No.
Chicago departure Southwest 4536, turning left 140, maintaining 3000.
Southwest 4536, Chicago departure, radar contact.
Do I have to reload the
maintain
approach?
15,000, proceed direct Lukey.
Yeah, I do. Alright, so let's do...
15,000, proceed direct Lukey, Southwest 4536.
Not ILS. RNAV Yankee 22 left from TACT. Just reload that in here. And then we'll go to TACT. But we're not going to activate the LNAV yet. Ah, man, that's annoying. Alright, whatever.
Southwest 621, turn left lane 360, enable proceed direct sales.
360 and then direct hail, Southwest 621. I think I said tails, but it's sales. Another fucking stutter, really? I hate this fucking sim. Alright, so let's go direct sales. We'll go nav mode. By the way, I cast manual breathing. How about fuck you, Kernick? You're banned. You're banned, and I hope your car doesn't start.
Chicago departure, Southwest 705, pass in 2,400 for 3,000.
All right, let's bring our speed back. 200 knots.
Radar contact, climb maintain 15,000. Climb maintain 15,000, Southwest 705.
Chicago
and we'll get the slats out.
7,100, descending for 6 at Haley, and we got information pop at Midway.
Oh, slats coming to Midway.
Chicago
Joke's on you, I don't have a car. Well, I hope the bus don't show up.
Can you accept the Yankee?
I hope the bus breaks down before it gets to you.
Yeah, we'll be fine with the RNAV Yankee.
Southwest 5514 now.
You voted 6, yeah.
Southwest 621, cross tack to 3,000, cleared on Yankee, runway 22 left approach.
Cross tack to 3,000, cleared RNAV Yankee 22 left approach, round 2 at Southwest 621.
Southwest 4536, contact Chicago Center 126.47.
126.47, Southwest 4536, g'day.
Right.
Southwest
Laps
705, proceed direct Lukey. Direct Lukey, Southwest 705.
Chicago departure, split 50 on the Granite DuPage with weather right for Minneapolis.
Split 50, Chicago departure.
I don't want it at 100. Let's do 180 for right now.
Scouts 5514, clear direct tact. Maintain 6,000.
I direct tapped at 6,000, Scouts 5514.
Let's go approach mode.
Split 50, clear to the Minneapolis airport via the OBeam 3 departures and is filed. Maintain 3,000, expect flight level 400, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.2, squawk 7245.
VNAV! All right. Let's go 140.
Clear Minneapolis, opening 3, departure, then it's filed, maintain 3,000, 400, 10, depart 28.2, squawk 7245.
I just realized I don't think I brought the gear up.
50, rig back correct.
I don't think I brought the gear up on that go around.
And let me know what's running aid line.
That's going to end up on an episode of 7-4 gear.
Southwest 4026, maintain 4,000. 4,000.
And I said in my head, I was like, gear up, and I thought I brought the gear. I don't think I ever brought the gear up.
Southwest 4026. Clear direct Ming if you're able.
Direct Ming, 7426. You still are down to 4,000.
Yeah, Southwest 4026, descend, maintain 4,000.
Direct Ming, 4,000, Southwest 4026.
Southwest 705, Chicago Center 126.47, good night.
126.47, good night.
We were fighting, so I wasn't really I mean, I was fighting the plane, but,
Sky was 55,
wasn't anything
14,
I mean, I didn't
maintain
exceed the
4,000.
landing gear speed, so I
4,000,
mean,
Sky was 5514.
Chicago departure, Southwest 2163, climbing through 1.7.
do you want me over to tower?
Southwest 2163, Chicago departure, radar contact, climb maintain 1,500.
I'm just going to go to tower.
Climb maintain 15,000,
Not really supposed to switch uncommanded, but we're here. Tower Southwest 621, RNAV, Yankee 22 left, round 2.
Southwest 621, Midway Tower, welcome back. Winds 21017, gusting trees 0, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, Southwest 621. All right. Oh. You know how much 7-4 gear likes to complain about pilots not bringing their gear up after a go? Yep. It's like, oh, one thing I noticed is that their gear didn't come up right away. Me, it's like the gear didn't come up at all. The most important part about 7-4 gear, though, is the snacks that he gets. If he doesn't get his snacks, he gets very angry. So if I'm ever flying on a 747 in the future, I'm making sure I'm bringing snacks. All right, boys, let's try this again. Okay, we are configured. Who doesn't do better with snacks, right? Well, with me, it's coffee. It's like, I better have my damn coffee. The snacks, I'll eat whatever. I'm not very picky.
Approaching 2 left.
And the bumpiness doesn't really help anybody either.
400. Approaching minimums. 300. Minimums.
Landing.
$200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20.
Ah, floated.
10.
Speed brake deployed. Auto brakes deployed. Oh. Nose gear came down with authority. I probably could have got off there.
621, Vic, 8 left, available contact ground 118.07.
Left 18, below ground 118.07, Southwest 621. Thanks for all your help tonight.
seat back and tray cable in the full upright and locked position.
This is technically a taxiway, even though it's not really modeled, so I'm just going to get off here for the sake of efficiency.
Fasten seatbelt sign. Please be careful when opening the overhead bins. Items may have shifted during flight and could fall.
Brake plug. Oh no!
You may now use the cellular function of your small portable electronic devices, but please remain seated and leave your carry-on stowed. Please be advised the aircraft doors will be open during ground servicing. For your safety, please ensure that you and any children you are supervising remain clear of the front and back doors. If you are connecting here to another Southwest flight, please check the monitors in the terminal for your flight and gate number.
What gate number am I going to?
We are
going at B21.
We know you
Midway ground, Southwest 621 on Yankee for gate Bravo 21.
Southwest 621, taxi to Bravo gate. We're gonna go Yankee Hotel Papa Tango.
Yeah, Bravo gate's Yankee Papa Hotel and Tango for Southwest 621.
3, 1, left.
How do I get the EFB on the max? It should be there by default.
Do you want to post short runway 22 right?
Alright, so we're gonna go Yankee Hotel, and then he said Yankee Hotel Papa Tango. So this is gonna be Papa out here. Yeah, we'll just go out this way. Bravo 21 is gonna be this gate right here.
No.
So, yeah, Papa's out over here.
Right?
So yeah, we're gonna enter the ramp in out over here.
Stand by. Hey, hold short 22 right.
Hold short 22 right, effective today 59.
Alright, so.
And Southwest 2606 gonna go over to.
You know what? I should add to the landing rate prediction a go around. It's like, yeah, either these landing rates or it's gonna be a go around.
Contact tower 135.2.
I should do that.
35.2, thanks, Southwest 2606.
Oh, let me get the APU on. Gate Bravo 21 is going to be one of these gates over here. It's not going to be exact, but it's actually a great. Yeah.
Cross runway 22 right at November and add Romeo.
That might be Slant Alpha right there on approach.
Okay, cross 22 in November, join Romeo, exit today 59.
We'll do, all these should probably come off, huh? Alright, so let's, where are we headed next? We're going to take a vote here in a minute. Alright, so right there. So we're going to come up here. Dome light's going to come on. We're going to get the parking brake set. And then the APU is still coming to life. It should be ready soon. What the fuck is going on? Let me turn the strobes off. There we go. APU bleed coming on. ISO valve coming to open. And the engines look good. And then we're going to come up here. Nope. Well, yeah, actually, let me do this. And then we're going to come down here. Both engines off. And below 40% of the N2s, the beacon light's going to come off. And then the seatbelts are going to come off. So we'll come back over here. We'll get the chocks in place. So we'll do... where is it? Gonna be here. 1, 2, 3. We'll set those. So we won't put the GPU back on. We'll just run off the APU. And then let's get the TCAS turned off here. And that's looking good. All right. So let's see what the landing rate is. Let me start the music here. All right, let's see what the landing rate was, guys. Okay, so I must have done something wrong, too, because none of the switches or buttons work. I have the plugin running. I would try restarting the sim. I would probably do that. Make sure the plugin is running and the plane is updated. Worst case, you can just reinstall the plane. 2 blue, 1 red, engine dead. What? 2 blue, 1. All right. Let's turn the radio down here. All right. Are you guys ready? In 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Who was it that voted on me slamming this plane into the ground? 2 blue, Gen 1. What? 2 blue, Gen 1 red parking brake. Oh. So minus 172? Minus 172 in Midway? Somebody, what was it, Kernick? Kernick was like, oh, you're going to slam this thing. Oh, maintenance is scared. Shut up. All right, so let's get this answered here. All right. So it's going to be between 151 and 200. So it looks like we have one winner. And let's see who that winner is going to be. That is going to be... looks like Maddie. Yeah, that's going to be Maddie McFly with 8,200 nuggies. So congratulations. Enjoy all the nuggies and the abuse of power that comes with it. What we'll do now is we'll get this poll open for what airport we want to do. So let's take a look at a few here. So we've got... looking at the timetable for Midway. We can do... let's see. We could do... if we could do Dallas if we wanted to. We can do... I'm just looking for something that's like somewhat close. So we have Cincinnati, we have St. Louis, we have Minneapolis, we have Louisville, we have Columbus. Dallas is actually kind of far. We have DCA. Let's see if we can get a couple of recommendations in the chat here. So, yeah, just looking at the Southwest, like, ACARS thing, we've got... DCA is kind of far, ain't it? Well, I guess not really. DCA, it's like 600 miles. Cincinnati, yeah, wait, Cincinnati's one of them. Pittsburgh's one of them. Detroit. Detroit's one of them. That might be a little short, though. But we could throw that in there. Yeah, Detroit is like 228 miles. Kansas City. Okay, we can throw Kansas City in there. Yeah, let's do that. So let's do the poll, and then I'll just throw a couple of randos in there. So let's do, where do we fly next? So we have Cincinnati. I don't know how to spell it. That's KCVG. Somebody said Kansas City, which is KMCI. Then we had... whoops. Then there was Detroit. Oh, come on. So we have... I'm going to kill this thing. Yeah, so we have Detroit. Detroit. Come on, type. DTW. Then we have... we'll do St. Louis. And we'll do Pittsburgh. So we'll do those 4, or those 5. So that poll is up. That'll be up for the next 2 minutes. And while we're here and that's running, I will make this announcement thing. So for those of you that are planning to go to Flight Sim Expo, whether it's going to be virtually or if it's going to be like physically being there, tomorrow is the developer reveal, so that's when they're going to announce like who's going to, or the exhibition reveal, that's what it's called, so that they're going to announce who's going to be there, and you know what basically is going to be going on. That link I'm going to post. They're going to be live streaming it tomorrow. It starts at 2100 Zulu, which is 5 p.m. Eastern time. This is going to be the link where they're going to do it. So it's not going to be active now. If you open that right now, it's going to say that the video has been removed. It's because like it's just not active yet. But that was the link that they had sent me. That is where they're going to have the video. And I'm in that video. So you're going to see yours truly in the... it's part of like the introduction. So you're going to see me in that video. And I think you guys are going to enjoy what you see. So that's what we got going on there. So we'll just wait for... Oh, the fuck was that? Okay, so... That's what we got. And I'll post a announcement in the Discord about it tomorrow, too. Let me just make sure there's nothing else that I am missing in this email that they sent me.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Yeah, it's the exhibitor reveal. That's what it's called.
Midway ground, Southwest 2455, ready for push to start, Bravo 7.
So yeah, they're going to have a whole lot of information that they're going to go over. They're going to obviously going to tell you the developers that are going to be there. They're going to tell you all the different different exhibitions that are going to be going on. So whether you're going virtually or if you're going to physically be there, you definitely want to check that out. It's going to be great. Hey, Kansas City won with a vote of 5. Wow, I don't think we've ever gotten 5 votes for one airport before. Ross, how are we going to know it's you? I've never seen you IRL. It's me. It's my avatar. My part of the video I shot in VR chat. All right, yeah. So let's head on down to KMCI. So what we'll do here, we'll take a short break. Let's take like 2 minutes. I think the vibe of 24 is going to be different in this one due to what happened. I don't think so. Do I have a first? Do I have a partial? I'm waiting on the pause, which I should have those done. I mean, the maker told me that they're going to be done before then, before the expo. The expo's in 3 months. So I should be fine. So let's do this. Let's take a 2-minute break. And when we come back, we'll get this plane turned around and we'll fly it on down to Kansas City in, well, is it Kansas City, Missouri, or is it Kansas City, Kansas? Because it's like Texarkana, where it's in 2 different states. I think the airport's on the Missouri side, though. All right, yeah, let's take a 2-minute break. So if you guys want to get up, get something to eat, something to drink, now is going to be the time to do it. I am just going to step away, refill my water bottle, probably use the restroom, and maybe have a snack. So yeah, when we come back, we'll continue on our flight down to Kansas City. I'll turn the music up so you guys aren't sitting in total silence, and we'll be right back.
Southwest 4529, Midway ground.
Go ahead, 4529.
So it's about a 15-minute delay from the time we call you. You have to be ready to go. So I'm going to taxi you up to Romeo if that's all right with you.
That's fine. We're ready to push to start, 4529.
All right, I got one pusher back next to you. As soon as he's clear, I'll push you to
4529.
Someone's calling Midway ground. We're getting no audio at all.
Okay. We are back. All right, so let's get this plane turned around and fly it on down to Kansas City. So let's bring this back over to SimBrief. New flight, and let's go. Southwest 621 is going to be our flight number. We're going to go from KMDW to KMCI. Alternate, we'll leave it auto. What time is it right now? It is 0116 Zulu, so let's set this for the top of the hour. We'll do, we'll do 0200 Zulu for the departure time. And then we'll do the Boeing 737 MAX 8 with the door plugs. Where is it? 737 MAX 8. And we have the... Nope, that's the 800. I looked at the wrong one. MAX 8. Default, we're going to do the iFly. We're going to leave all of this where it is. Everything else here looks fine. Taxi out, taxi in. That should be good, but let's bump this up to 45 minutes again, just in case. Scheduled block time is 1 hour and 45 minutes. Departures 22 left. Arrivals 19 left. Altitude, passengers, freight, payload, 0 fuel weight. We're going to leave those at auto. Then we have our route. It's going to be a little bit longer of a flight. So we're going to fly to Peku, then to Pig, then to Quain, then to Carrot, then to Bullet, and then join the Rud 3 arrival into Kansas City. So that's all looking good. Generate flight. And today, thank you. So Southwest 621 is the flight number. Call sign, departures Midway, arrivals Kansas City. Alternate is going to be Omaha. Aircraft is a 737 MAX 8. Departure date and time is going to be March 29th at 0200 Zulu. Airtime is 1 hour and 3 minutes. Block time is 1 hour and 58 minutes. So it's a little bit, it's about the same amount of time. Yeah, because our elapsed time on the last flight, well, it says 1 hour and 4, but we also had like 10 minutes of go around. So yeah, it's a little bit, it's about the same amount of time. Initial altitude is 34,000 feet. Cruise profile is 56. Then average winds aloft is 273 at 27 knots. 14,434 pounds of fuel on board the plane. 5548 is going to get us out to Kansas City. 159 passengers on board the plane this evening with 6,996 pounds of cargo. Zero fuel weight is 137 over 145. Takeoff weight is 150 over 182. And landing weight is 145 over 152. Route of flight looks good. Cruising speed is 462 knots with a cruising altitude of flight level 340. Min takeoff fuel is 13,489. And our endurance is 2 hours, 51 minutes, 945 pounds of taxi fuel. And our total block is 14,434. I might bump that up to 14,500 just because. So this is all looking good. So let's get this filed on the VATSIM network. Hopefully we don't have another go around. I hope not. So just make sure all this looks good, which it all looks like it does. Route of flight looks good. And then, yeah, all this is fine. We're going to file this on VATSIM, do our little shameless plug, because why not? Usually take 150 kilograms for APU fuel. Yeah, I don't think we're going to need that much, but we'll just round it up here. So let's come over here. We're going to start getting our stuff loaded in. Yeah, definitely killing that, whatever that AMD thing was, that definitely helped out with the stuttering. So that's all that was. Okay, so we're going to go performance and payload. Oh, wait, I have to reload the flight in here, don't I? Initialize flight. Then we're going to go... We're going to do KMDW search. Oh, maybe I should do the weight and balance first. So we did get our PDC. We're going to take a look at that in a second. I'm just going to get the plane loaded up. So we're going to have 159 passengers. Whoops, that's a 4. So set that. Cargo is going to be 6996. So let's do 3,000 up front. And we'll do 3996 in the back. And then the fuel is going to be 14,500. So that's all good. So let's take a look at the clearance we got here. So we have departure is Midway, arrival is Kansas City. Routes for Midway, it's going to be to Peku, then the Pig, then Quain, Carrot, Bullet, and then the Rota 3 arrival into Kansas City. Altitude 340, squawk code is 7267. Remarks clear the Midway 7 departure. Climb maintain 3,000. Departure frequency is 128.2. Jets maintain 250 knots until advised. So that'll be good. Let's get this loaded into the FMS. So let's go KMDW. And we're at gate Bravo 21. Or Bravo, I think we're at Bravo 19, actually. Yeah, we're at gate Bravo 19, so the coordinates are the same. Then we're going to have the route here, so KMDW to KMC, nope, MCI, not MCN. Flight number is Southwest 621.
Golf, Charlie, Golf. If you can push and start within the ramp, that'd be at your discretion.
Come on. Then we're going to do departure is going to be Midway 7. It's going to be off at 22 left. And then from there, we're going to go to PECU. So it's going to be PEKUE.
Where's it go?
Then PIG with 3 Gs. Then we're going to go to Quain. Then we're going to go to Carrot. Then we're going to go to Bullet. And then from Bullet, we're going to join the Rudda 3 arrival into Kansas City. Beautiful. So let's see. Let's take a look at the Midway 7 departure here real quick. Spoiler alert, it's going to be a radar vector departure. So let's get this loaded in. So for Midway, it's going to be the Midway 7. So we have the Wright Airport, and then right over here, Midway 7 departure for pretty much every runway that is here. Speed restriction, all turbojet departures in all directions accelerate to 250 knots immediately upon entering or outside the lateral confines of the O'Hare class Bravo airspace, then maintain 250 knots till advised. And then it's the top altitude is 3,000 feet, just like what we were cleared for. Initial climb is going to be on runway heading until we're told to do something different. And then our transition is at PECU, which is up over here. And then from PECU, we're going to continue on our flight plan route. So not really a whole lot to this. It's, 250 knots at runway heading until advised. Perfect. So yeah, there's really, these departures are pretty easy to read. So we have that. And then we are here. We want to go over there. So it's going to be a nice quick taxi out to runway 22 left. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let me get Volanta updated. I apologize. And then we'll bring this out over here. I think we have pretty much everything ready to go. Let's take a look at the ATIS real quick, because it is going to be a new ATIS. So we have ATIS information Quebec at 053 Zulu, winds are 220 at 17, gusting 32. Visibility is 10. Few clouds 12,000. Few clouds again 25,000. Temperature 24. Dew point is 9. Altimeter is 2974. Let me set my altimeter here real quick. Then we have RNAV Yankee, runway 22 left approach in use, landing and departing, runways 22. NOTAMs, runway 31 right, 13 left, repurposed to taxiway hotel. Runway 31 right, 13 left is closed. Aircraft should operate mode C on all taxiways and runways. Wind shear advisories in effect. Yeah, you friggin' think. Hazardous weather information for Midway area available on frequency. Reback all runway hold short instructions and altitude assignments. And that is pretty much it. So I'll leave this up on the screen for another minute or so, just in case anybody does have any questions. Feel free, pop them on in the chat.
Golf, Charlie, Golf, back into 22 left, Yankee.
And then I have to figure out where the performance page is on this stupid frickin' thing. All right, so we'll bring this out over here. We're going to go runway 22 left. Condition is dry. Flap configuration, we'll probably want to do... I feel like flaps 15 is what we're going to be looking for. Let's try flaps 5 and see what it gives us. Air conditioning, well, we can leave that on. And then anti-ice is going to be off. Winds are 220 at 17. Outside air temperature is 24C. QNH is 2974. Oh, thrust rating. Let's do just regular takeoff. Calculate. Okay, so let's try flaps 15. You gotta be motherfucking kidding me. Well, you know what? The last time we did this, we were fine.
Golf, Charlie, golf. Have a good day.
Yeah, this I don't think this EFB is modeled very well. Let's see what the FMS gives us. So let's get this. This is going to be more accurate anyway because the V speeds in the EFB are always off. So we're going to do 14.3. Then we've got the reserves are going to be... So let's see. Reserves are 3.1. And our cost index is 56. Cruising altitude is 340. Cruising winds, we'll just use the top of climb winds. That's going to be 284 at 43. And then our ISA deviation is going to be +3. We're going to just do a regular takeoff. No cell temp. Insufficient fuel. Shut the fuck up. Then we've got... Let's try flaps 5. Let's see what this gives us. And then we're going to do... It's giving us V speeds. Runway winds are 220 at 17. We'll leave the slope. I think the slope is just about 0. It's 620 on one side, 605 on the other. Yeah, so it's a little bit of an upslope. So we'll just leave it at 0. V1 is 134. VR is 136. V2 is 147. Yeah, I don't understand why... well, you know, we can probably do flaps 15 just to be on the safe side. Yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, I think we're good. You're on final? Oh, boy. I'll get the flight directors turned on. So 3,000 runway heading is going to be the 227. So let's get this set to 227. We have 227. And then V2 is, I think it was 140. Yeah, so we'll do 150 in the airspeed window here. Beautiful. Let's see if we can see Dustin land. There's a lot of planes out there. Let's do this. Let's see how he does, boys. Oh boy. Nice. Oh, he bounced it. Bonk. That's a bouncer. But hey, I mean, you didn't have to go around, so that's good. All right, so let's do packs off. Oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted. I want the packs off. You fucked it up. It happens. Oh, seatbelt signs can come on, huh? And then, yeah, everything else looks fine. Yaw damper is still on. That's good. So. I think the only thing left at this point is just for us to push. Yeah, so let's get the, tug called out here. And we'll, get the chocks pulled away.
Midway ground, Skyway 6514 with a question.
Skyway 6514, go ahead with your question.
All right.
Yeah, I was just trying to get a gauge on the metering delays into Minneapolis. We're ready to push momentarily, but need a quick break out of the cockpit.
It's about 10 to 15 from the time you're sitting at the runway ready to go.
Oh, so they're getting delays going into Mini.
Time sitting at the runway. Okay, I'll take a break now. We'll be ready to push, and I'll let you know, and we'll go from there.
Good thing we didn't go to Mini.
Sounds good.
You retarded the thrust too late. Yeah, I suffer from that issue too, especially when I like on the CRJ, I'm really bad with it, and the MD-11, I'm really bad with it. Well, I'll pull the power back way too late. So yeah, I definitely feel you there. Yeah, good thing we're not going to Mini, because that was Slant that was just calling.
Ground,
he's going into Mini.
75 on taxiway Foxtrot, looking to taxi to the gate Bravo 3.
Oh, let's get my transponder set. Not going to forget that this time.
Southwest 375,
7267.
ground, taxi via Yankee.
7267.
31 left on 31 center.
Shit.
Via Yankee, across 31 left, 31 center for Southwest 375.
All right, let's get the tug hooked up. Mode C. Yeah, I'm in mode C. Midway ground, Southwest 621, gate Bravo 19, requesting push and start with Quebec. What do we got?
Southwest 621, I'm going to have you stand by just a second. We have some traffic.
Hey, firm 621, thanks. MD-11, you kind of want to keep the power until you touch down because the angle you're at, the airspeed goes down quick, yeah. I usually pull the power on that thing. I usually pull it at around 20, but you're saying I should keep it in until I'm just about to touch down? Soccer match I'm overseeing got very rowdy. What did I miss? Oh, boy. You missed us sitting at the gate. So we have a couple of planes that are going behind us, so they're going to have us hold here for a minute. I guess. I don't know. They said it's going to be a couple of minutes for traffic, so we'll see. Wind shifted so many. Yeah, that it was very bouncy on final. Very bouncy on final. Hopefully it's not going to be too long. $20 is good if you pull it slowly. Okay, maybe I'm just pulling it too fast then. EMD-11's a little bit of a plane to wrestle, especially when I don't fly it a whole lot. A little behind, taking me a minute to get the MD-80 set up. Yeah, the MD-80's a bitch. But we'll probably bring it out next Thursday. Last time I did a mocked here, there were so many explosions. What? Oh, a match here. There were so many explosions. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. There goes one.
Southwest 621, push and start on the Yankee facing northeast.
Push and start on a Yankee facing northeast, Southwest 621.
Good evening, everyone.
All right.
We would like to welcome you aboard Southwest Airlines
Let's
Flight
go.
1270 with service to Kansas City. Today more than ever, we would like to thank you for choosing to fly with us. Shortly after takeoff, we will serve complimentary soft drinks, juice, and coffee. Beer, wine, and liquor are also available for purchase or with a valid drink. There is a beverage menu in your seat.
I think I have to set this. All right, that's already set. I like how it sets that panel for me so I don't forget.
Wi-Fi.com, where these options are displayed. This aircraft is Wi-Fi equipped.
All right, so let's get
free TV and movie options.
engine 2 started here.
Internet service may be purchased for $8. For more information on
$8?
accessing free Wi-Fi and our entertainment options, please check the beverage menu in your seat back pocket. We will let you know when you may use your approved electronic devices. Small portable electronic devices, such as cell phones and tablets, may be used in airplane mode.
What's up, Darky? How you doing, man?
Cellular functions
The bright side, I had 2 landings in 1 flight. Yeah, that's a way to look at it. You call it a bounce landing, I call it 2 log landings. We're not the same. I'll pull forward here so I'm not blocking the runway.
Please let us know right now so we can so that we may push back from the gate. Please fasten your seatbelt, raise your seat back and tray cable to the full upright and locked position, and make sure carry-on items are completely under the seat, in front of you or in an overhead bin, leaving the area around the seat screen. Laptop computers and portable electronic devices of similar size must also be stowed at this time. If you wish to use them after takeoff, please stow them under the seat in front of you. Thank you for choosing Southwest Airlines. Welcome aboard.
Good evening, everyone. The flight deck is
all right.
I would like to welcome you aboard Southwest Airlines Flight 1270 with service to Kansas City. We will be pushing back from the gate shortly.
We're already pushed back from the
Flight time
gate.
today is 1 hour and 30 minutes. Thank you for flying Southwest Airlines. Welcome aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we could have your attention for just a moment, we'd like to point out the safety features of our Boeing 737 MAX 8. A safety information card is in the seat back or literature pocket in front of you. To fasten your seatbelt, slide the flat
The
end
literature
of the buckle,
pocket.
pull the loose strap to tighten.
That
To release,
unironically called the
lift up on
literature
buckle.
pocket.
Position your seatbelt tight and low across your hips and wear it any time you are seated. There are 8 emergency exits, 2 forward exit doors,
Why is
4
that motoring?
overwing window exits, and 2 exit doors in the back. Signs overhead and lights on the floor lead to exits. If an evacuation is necessary, follow flight
Why is
attendant
that engine not
commands
starting?
and leave everything. This aircraft is equipped with life rafts. 2 life rafts are located in the
there
forward
we go.
ceiling compartment and 2 life rafts are located in the ceiling compartments at mid-cabin. In the event of a water evacuation, use the life vest under your seat. Remove the vest only if told to do so. Pull the red strap to open the container and remove the pouch. Remove the vest from the pouch as
Got me
shown
the
on
first
the
time. Well, the
information
A320,
card.
it does everything on its own, but I didn't realize it motors
Wrap
for
the
that
strap
long.
around your waist, buckle it in the front,
Oceanic
and pull to
1549, Midway ground,
Once
good.
outside, pull down on the
What?
red tab to inflate the vest.
Engine what is going on with this fucking plane?
At your shoulder. Your vest
Dude,
has a light
so
that
we're
turns
gonna
on
die.
Oceanic 1549,
We're gonna
stand by,
die.
got one on Yankee behind you, and we'll push you right after.
The life vest on an infant. Flight attendants will distribute
Yeah, we're gonna die.
additional vests if needed.
All right, so looks like the engines are running. All right, so let's go. Engine generators on. We'll get the packs turned on.
Leaving the area
And then we'll get the ISO valve auto. APU bleeds coming off. APU's coming off. We'll do LNAV, VNAV. This is good. Brake set to RTO. Let's do a quick flight control check.
It is also prohibited
So
to
aileron's
consume
good.
alcohol that you have brought with you on
Elevator's
this
good.
flight.
Rudder's
Federal
good.
aviation
Speed brake's
regulations
good.
require passenger compliance
And
with
we're
the
going to
lighted
go
passenger
flaps
information sign,
15.
posted placards, and crew member instructions,
That looks like it's on
including
15.
information on seatbelts and smoking. If needed, 4 oxygen masks
Where'd I
will
hit?
drop from a
Is there a
compartment
test alarm down
overhead.
here?
To activate the flow of oxygen,
Get it.
fold down
Fucking
on the
zoom
mask
in.
until the plastic tubing
I think I
is
hit
fully
this.
extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe
Yeah, so that's set to
normally.
15. Yeah, I think I
Secure
hit
the
this.
mask with the elastic strap. Although oxygen
All
will
right,
be
so
flowing,
we'll
the
come up
plastic
here.
bag may not inflate. Continue wearing the mask until
And we'll get the
otherwise
taxi light
notified
turned
by a crew
on.
member. If you are
Get
traveling
ourselves
with
ready to
children
go.
or anyone needing special assistance, put it on your mask first.
Midway ground, Southwest
Please
621,
remove
ready to
any
taxi.
face coverings before donning an oxygen mask.
Southwest 621, runway 22 left, taxi via Yankee.
Welcome behavior
22
to
left,
flight
Yankee, Southwest
attendants.
621.
Thank you for your attention.
Nice and easy.
Now
Right
sit
up
back,
Yankee
relax,
to the end of runway
and enjoy
22
your
left.
1 hour and 30 minutes
Grabbing,
flight to
watching.
Kansas City.
I'm grabbing,
Welcome
watching
aboard,
the engine
sport.
fire clip because that was funny. Huh? What clip was that? Do we plan on moving the airplane? Oh, is it the brake bug? Yeah, it's the brake bug. Got it. All right, terrain radar. Oh, I didn't turn the TCAS on. Let's do that. And then traffic rings on. Oh, wait, I think they were already on.
Full. Southwest 621, contact tower 135.2.
135.2, Southwest 621, so long. Midway Tower, Southwest 621 on Yankee, 22 left.
Southwest 621 Midway Tower, hold short my 22 left due to wake turbulence.
And hold short 22 left, Southwest 621. So let's go lights on, burners on, and then we'll turn the strobies on. Wing light's gonna come on. Yeah, that's it. We'll just hold short right here. Oh yeah, that ghost plane was pretty funny. We'll have us holding short for a little bit of wake turbulence. Hold short 22 left to repair the runway from my landing. Wasn't that bad. Said hold short for wake turbulence. I just want to know what landed here. Or maybe it was something that departed. But there's no wide bodies that fly out of here, is there? Oh, somebody took off in an A330. Going to St. Cloud. Jesus. Flying an A330 out of Midway is a choice. All right. So Slant's going to Mini. Oh, Golfer's flying along with us. He's going to, oh yeah, he's flying the MD-80. He said that. Yeah, then it's us, and then I believe it's just the two of us.
621, winds 22017, gusting tree 2, fly heading 250. Previous departure was a heavy A330, caution wake turbulence, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff.
Heading 250, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 621. How did he take off an A330? Yeah, he's only flying at the St. Cloud. So he's not going very far with it. Flying an A330 in the Midway is a choice.
You know, they used to fly 57s in here. It's almost the same, right?
I guess, yeah. And not really, the 757's a narrow body, though. All right, we're going to do this one from a dig. That is true. The 757 is a Ferrari. All right. Power, 50%. Or 40%, not 50. CRJ is 50%. All right. And Toga, we're going to let the engines build up here. And release the brakes. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. Rotate. Positive climb.
Southwest 621, contact Chicago departure 128.2.
Over to departure, Southwest 621, so long. Departure, Southwest 621, 1,700, heading 250.
5.0. I'm sorry, repeat.
Southwest 621, Chicago departure, radar contact, climb maintain 4,000, turn right heading 270.
4,000, right heading 270, Southwest 621.
Golf, Charlie, 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 Golf, Chicago departure 125.0.
Golf, Charlie, 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 Golf.
Shit.
125.0.
Bring this up to 250.
Southwest 2347, in case you missed the Midway Tower 135.2.
Golf, Charlie, 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 Golf. Have a good day. Thank you.
R835 Bravo Alpha, wind 2209 or gust 31, runway 30 clear
set the autopilot.
30 clear land, 835 Bravo Alpha.
Just trying to hold altitude at this point is kind of annoying.
Up to 216 with you.
Alright, so let's get this up.
216 Chicago.
Lights can stay on, those can stay on.
Current altimeter 2974.
We have information about 2974, Southwest 216.
Alright. Ah. What's up, T? How you doing, man? Yeah, I don't think I needed flaps 15 for that departure, but it was definitely better that we did it.
Southwest 621, contact Chicago departure 125.0. Good night.
125.0, Southwest 621. All right. Oh, shit. No, I want the big one. So 125.0. Which the fucking thing?
7.
Golf, Charlie, 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 Golf, negative 126.87. Golf, Charlie, 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 Golf, Chicago departure.
Uh-oh.
Golf, Charlie, 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 Golf, Chicago departure. 1.
Golf, Charlie, 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 Golf, contact Chicago Center, 126.87.
126.7.
Oh, but he's not reading it back
Golf,
right.
Charlie, 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 Golf, negative 126.87.
126.87.
Chicago departure, Southwest 621, 4,000, heading 270.
So the 621 Chicago departure, climb and maintain 13,000, clear direct PQ.
13,000 direct PQ, Southwest 621. All right, let's get this going here, and then we're going to go direct to PQ. And we'll go nav mode. So up to 13,000 feet. Beautiful. We asked 100 people to name something that's more expensive now than what it was when you were a kid. Video games. It's like the good old days when PMDG didn't have their EFB, so we do assume temperature departure. Yeah, I never did flex temps. I just did everything. It was straight takeoff. I wasn't messing with. I don't really understand how flex temps are calculated, so I was just like, fuck it, full takeoff. I would do D-rated takeoffs, but I wouldn't do cell temps. Number 1 was close. Ah, fair. Games keep climbing in price. Apparently GTA is gonna be priced at 100. Yeah, I have a conspiracy about that. If you were to adjust for inflation and all that shit, $70 for modern games probably isn't the right price for it. They probably should be $100 already. Because if you were to take the price point of what video games were back in like the early 2000s when they were like $50, if you were to adjust that for, you know, today's value of the dollar, $100 would be pretty much what it is. So I think right now video games are underpriced. And I think GTA is going to set $100 as the standard. So I think what you're going to see after GTA 6 is that games are going to start costing $100.
Southwest 621, contact Chicago Center, 127.77.
12777, Southwest 621.
We will be coming through to take your drink orders. We will be serving complimentary soft drinks, juice, and coffee. Beer, wine, and liquor are available for purchase or with a valid drink coupon. There is a beverage menu in your seat back pocket, or you may go to the Southwest beverage menu on the in-flight entertainment.
Full accept maintain 300 knots, Rockford altimeter 2970.
Please be mindful.
Alright, just send via the arrival, accept maintain 300 knots and 2974 Delta 8989.
We have
Delta 4052, contact Minneapolis Center, 133.4.
Sign on the ceiling indicates whether the laboratory is
33.4.
Please do not form a line at the forward laboratory.
Chicago Center, Southwest 621, 12,200, climbing 13,000.
Don't hesitate to let us know.
Delta 641, Chicago Center, climb maintain, level 230, normal speed.
Level 230, normal speed, Southwest 621. I forgot this plane does not keep it at 250 knots, so I've been flying faster than I was supposed to. What about microtransactions and stuff? You feel that doesn't offset the value? No, I do not, because microtransactions are optional. So while they do make money off of it, it's not enough to offset the money that they're losing on the actual cost of the game itself. Why are we not climbing? There we go. All right, let's get the music turned back on here. Kind of bummed out over the bounce landing. And don't think about it too hard. It happens. SimBrief wanted me to go through LA to Ontario, but I don't know the area, and they usually don't do that because I saw PDZ on the flight plan, so I went into the desert. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Plus the rights they got to pay for too, and the cost of running a server. Yeah, exactly. And it's just the overhead that they have. You know, there's a lot of overhead when it comes to making a video game.
2771, contact Chicago Center, 126.47. 12647, market 2771.
But yeah, no. I think
maintain flight level 340.
Climb maintain flight level 340, Southwest 621. So I think video games realistically probably should have been $100 like starting like 2 or 3 years ago. It's just the cost of developing video games is exponentially higher than it was, and the price point has not changed.
I'm very taken.
And the microtransactions, that really kind of like offsets the cost of them doing like just those microtransactions, not necessarily the entire game. Because you got to remember, like, back in the day, you had, like, a new video game of the series, like, every year or two. Like, now they don't really release new games as often. because you can just throw at, you can do updates with it, and then you can do like different DLCs and all sorts of different things. It's like,
Center, good evening, American
you have Grand Theft Auto 5 that's been around for what, 13 years at this point. That was unheard of 13 years ago, But they just kept rolling out updates, and it's like, oh, we have these microtransactions so we can keep developing things, and now we can cover the cost of developing new content for it because we have this microtransaction. But a lot of those microtransactions are also optional. Like with Grand Theft Auto 5, the only money that I spent on it was the initial 70 or 60 or 70 bucks that I bought it for. I didn't invest any money into microtransactions, but I'm reaping all the benefits of all the stuff that I'm reaping the benefits of all the content they've thrown at me, but I haven't paid for it. If that makes sense. Like, I haven't invested any money into it. Because that's all optional. I'm not inherently against microtransactions as long as it's something that... As long as it's not like a pay-to-win microtransaction. Games like Fortnite or like Helldivers. It's like you don't need to... I guess Helldivers not because that's PvE. It's not even really PvP. But as long as you don't have like a...
1123 cross kicker.
Like a pay-to-win kind of thing with your microtransactions.
Flight level 320 Delta.
Like the greatest example is Fortnite, because like you can buy cosmetics and all these other things, but like you don't gain any sort of advantage by having... by buying anything. Helldivers you do, but that's because of the different war bonds. So that's not really... I don't know if I would consider that a microtransaction. I mean, I guess it by definition is. Bloons Tower Defense. Bloons, man. World of War. I've never played WoW, so I don't know. But WoW is like a freemium game, isn't it? That's like you don't have to pay money to play it, but you can. That's kind of like me with World of Tanks. Like World of Tanks, I didn't have to pay for it in order to play it, but I do have certain tanks in that game that I use to help train up crews, and they are better tanks than some of the like the in-game tanks that you'll get. But that I understand. Like the way that they do that, I understand it. Because like the tank that I can think of, for those of you that play World of Tanks, like the Russian tank that I use to train up all my heavy crews is the IS-6. And the IS-6 is a really good tank, but it also has its drawbacks. Like it's a very armored tank that can take a lot of hits, but its gun
Delta 89, contact Chicago.
But the gun that it has isn't very effective against higher tier tanks. So they kind of balance it. Same thing with another tank that I run. It's, what is it, the T1 Heavy. I think it's the American Heavy tank. It's the T1 Heavy. Really great for taking damage, but it's not that great at dishing out damage. So they kind of nerf it to make it balanced. Haven't played World of Tanks ever. I haven't played it in a couple of... Well, when's the last time I played it, actually? I don't even remember. But it is a fun game. Every now and again, I'll fire it up and play it. I miss playing that game. I used to do clan battles in that game. It was a lot of fun. I've never made it to tier 10 yet, though. I think the highest level tank I have is tier 9. I think it's the what is it? The Object 256. It's a Russian heavy.
Flight 7 arrival. Accept, maintain 300.
Play the World of World of Warplanes.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat? Descend via what?
Descend via Fight.
Last I played was on the Xbox. Oh, the Xbox 360. Yeah, I started playing it on PC back when I had that desktop that I had, like years ago. It wasn't like a gaming rig. I was just able to play World of Tanks on it.
Arrival and maintain 300 knots.
The Xbox had what? It was like World of Tanks Blitz or something, right? Is that what it was called?
Chicago Center, hello, Delta 7426, 15,000 speed 250.
Delta 7426, Chicago Center, climb maintain, level 2, correction by level 3.
Oh, there's a new update for the NEA 350. Man, they've been rolling out updates for this thing pretty regularly.
Delta 7426.
And we do have a Discord, by the way, for those of you that may be joining us here for the first time. So ! Discord, we'll get you that link. Just keep in mind that it is an 18+ server, so you'll need to be 18+ to join it. And then we're also still raising money for the California Fire Foundation. So if you don't know who they are, they're an organization that is currently helping out those in need that were affected by the Palisades wildfires earlier this year. So it's all done through the Twitch donate function, and I do ask that if you are considering donating any money to the stream, I would instead ask that you donate it to the California Fire Foundation, so that way they can continue their efforts with helping the people of California recover. I'm not 18+. Shut up, T. They're dropping updates for the A350 like every other week. Yeah, exactly. It's a new plane. But let's see what their change log is for this update, for update 6. Let's see. They've got, it's under NOTAMs, right? That's usually where they post it, yeah. Check out the change log. Let's see. What do we got for the change log? So we've got during an Autoland, the retard call out should play at 10 feet, not any higher. I didn't know that. Issue with swapping secondary and edge cases. I don't know what that is. Sec perf missing, some computed values. I don't use that. Tweaked LDA approach logic, LS button logic adjustments. Tweaking manual engine start. Flight plan formatting incorrect track distance section. Editing RMP accuracy doesn't save. Taxi camera light linked to main taxi light. Do they have that working now? They have the taxi camera working?
Good evening, United 4.
Issue with next waypoint, input number 2, flight plan info button on active flight plan logic. Is there anything that specifically applied to me? I don't see anything that pertains to, like, optimization, which is what we need. Nothing that pertains really to me. Taxi cam I don't think is going to come out in the near future. It says... Where'd it go? Taxi camera light linked to main taxi light. Yeah, I don't know. It says it was fixed. I don't know. Yeah, what they need to do is they need to optimize the plane better. It is what it is. I have a custom camera for the taxi cam. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's 4784 to set a maintain flight level 340.
Alright, so we're at 340 and it looks like our top of descent's in about 120 miles. So let's see if we can get the ATIS for Kansas City. We can. So ATIS for Kansas City. Information Foxtrot. Winds are 190 at 14, gusting at 22. Visibility is 10. Few clouds at 1700. Broken at 2300. Overcast at 4100. Temperature 17, dew point is 14, altimeter is 2977. Arrivals expect ILS runway 19 left, ILS runway 19 right. NOTAMs check FDC NOTAMs. Echo 1 and Echo 8 lead-in lights out of service. Bird activity in the Kansas City area. Push at your discretion unless pushing onto a movement area. All ready for taxi and advise you of information. Foxtrot. So we can expect what runway here. So let's see. We have 19. Yeah. So That's right. We don't have an updated scenery for this airport, so we're just gonna... Fuck, I forgot about this. We'll figure it out once we land. Not a big deal. But the Ruta 3 arrival. So let's take... Or Ruta? I have no idea. But we're gonna start at Bullet. So from Bullet, we're gonna be at or above flight level 240. Then we're gonna fly to Phoenix. Then out to... I'm gonna call it Rudd. At 12,000. Then out to PAL. At or above 7,000. And then if we're landing on 19 right or 19 left from PAL, we're going to fly out in this direction. Depending on what one way we land on is going to determine which direction we go from here. So if it's 19 left, it's going to look like it's going to be Evelyn out to Buddy. And then if it's 19 right, it's going to be to Laminate. Is that how you say that? Laminate? I have no idea. And then out to Skipper. 210 knots at 4,000 feet, and then it says for the RNAV approaches, but we are being told per the 8 it's going to be the ILS, so we'll see what runway they want to give us. I love the A350, but the real routes are so long. Yeah, I just let them run in the background while I'm working.
Air Canada 252, contact Chicago approach 135.07.
135.107, Air Canada 252, thank you.
Hey, Pip.
Delta 419, Chicago, departure.
Center, good evening. Pneumatic 120, checking in, flight level 350.
Pneumatic 120, they put you on the wrong frequency. It looks like you should be on stand by. 132.42, 3242.
3242 for pneumatic 120, thank you.
TBM is super stable when there's little to no wind. Yeah, every plane is stable when there's little to no wind. So we'll see what runway they want to give us.
I got a question for you if you have the time to answer that.
Tell them no.
Sure.
I know you guys are supposed to be on until 9, but are you guys just going to be on until whenever, or like what's going to go on with this here?
Officially the event ends at the top of the hour. I'm not sure what the plan is after that. I believe we should at least have a person still on after that, but as far as I'm aware, there aren't any official plans so far.
Oh, okay, so it's over at 10 then?
Yeah, it's over in 51 minutes.
Okay, alright, appreciate it.
Yeah, you can pretty much expect ATC to go to 0 when the event time ends. Jojo, thank you for the $50 dono to the California Fire Foundation. Very much appreciate your generosity, my friend.
That is 2569, got the Kansas City Center 125.72.
Oh boy. I forgot to turn off the burners again, didn't I? Oh no, this time I didn't. Never mind. What time does this say we're gonna land?
Delta 883, contact Minneapolis Center 133.4.
I have a feeling.
Delta 883.
American 2254, cross B Hawk at flight level 240.
Let me just do this. I'm just gonna do the arrival. Let's do.
Alright, B-Hawk at 240.
We'll plan for
American 2254.
Right for right now.
Delta 419, cross B Hawk at flight level 240.
Cross B Hawk, flight level 240.
Go. Now it should give us. Alright, so 0243 is when we're gonna arrive. So that's gonna be in about a half hour, right?
Southwest 4823, Chicago Center, climb maintain level 360 normal speed.
So let's get the prediction opened up here, but I'm also gonna add
Chicago Center, Delta 20.
a go-around option here. So let's do this.
Delta 2309, Chicago Center, climb maintain. Alright, sorry, Delta 2309, Chicago Center.
201 to 250, and then we'll do greater than 300. Then we'll add
Chicago Center.
a seventh option. It'll be a go-around.
Second Tree 3024, Chicago Center.
So we'll let this run for 30 minutes. So the predictions are open, everybody. It's going to be a purple banner at the top of the chat window. So bet your nuggies on what you think the landing rate's going to be. And when we land, assuming it's not a go-around, I'll show you what the landing rate is. So that way you know I'm not making it up.
Good evening, November 231 Tango Golf with you, flight level 15.
Number 331 Tango Golf, Chicago Center, climb to maintain flight level 300, normal speed.
United Virtual just assigned me a flight for the airline SFO event tomorrow, 1242 Zulu. Oh my God, that's a flight.
Chicago Center, Delta 3006.
You trust me this time? Oh, thanks.
270.
Delta 1306, Chicago Center, climb to maintain flight level 360, normal speed.
Time and maintain a normal, sorry, resume a normal scene time and maintain the status 360, 1306.
You had a 2569, contact Kansas City Center, 125.72.
I might get my ibuprofen. Oh, God.
125.72, United 20.
I trust you, but not that much.
10.6
Southwest 621, contact Kansas City Center, 125.72.
125.72, Southwest 621. All right, 12572. And we'll start getting our radio set up for tower and ground. Well, it's only tower that's up there.
Center, good evening, United 2569 Heavy, climb flow up at flight level 380.
Then approach is going to be on
United 2569 Kansas City, descend via Rud 3 arrival.
123.95.
2977, landing south.
I'll descend via the arrival, and altimeters are 2977.
And then tower is going to be 128.2. Kansas City Center, Southwest 621, flight level 340.
Southwest 621 KC, roger.
So tower is
452, contact Chicago.
128.2, so we'll get that set in active
with
2.
Me for just a second.
And there are no ground controllers on at Kansas City, so radios are set.
Mach decimal 78, transitioning to 285 knots.
Gonna dip early tonight. One, because of the weekend, two, because some news I got from the CFI, which is slightly concerning.
Roger.
I don't think it affects me, but yeah, hopefully not.
Going to
But
take it back to 0.76.
we'll see you next time, Master B. Appreciate you coming out tonight.
Chicago Center 127.77.
Okay, slow to 280 knots.
You get some good sleep, my friend.
Chicago 127.77. Have great nights and better weekends. Ciao.
Kansas City Center, American 552, 29,000 climbing, or 340.
American 552 KC, roger.
Sun Country 2411, contact Chicago 127.77.
That wasn't me, was it?
Delta 1026 Memphis, Center's offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Sun Country 2411, contact Chicago 127.77.
Nobody's responding. Alright, so hopefully we get a clearance to descend here pretty soon. So it says, expect runway assignment from Kansas City Tracon upon initial contact, so this will be exciting. Hopefully we get 19, just 19 left to make it easy, but if not, not a big deal.
Being Kansas Center, Frontier Flight 152, flight level 360.
You and B-Dub are on the same frequency? B-Dub, who's that?
KC Center, Roger.
Who's B-Dub? Oh. Right, okay, yeah. Are we on the same frequency? Neat. Where's he flying from?
American 552, pursuit direct Fort Smith, Foxtrot Sierra Mike.
From Vegas? Oh, nice.
Foxtrot Sierra
That's a
Mike.
nice flight.
552.
Oh, I actually found him. Southwest 1125. He's going from Vegas to Midway.
Foxtrot Sierra Mike, DOR, Fort Smith.
Direct Foxtrot Sierra Mike, Frontier Flight 152.
Alright, so top of descent in 40 miles, so if we start getting close and we...
Southwest 621, descend via the Rud 3 arrival, Kansas City, landing south, altimeter 2977.
Descend via the Rud 3 arrival, landing south, Southwest 621. So let's get this down to 4,000 feet, since that's going to be the final altitude on the arrival, and the VNAV profile is going to make sure that we stay.
Good evening, Kansas City Center, United 980, descending via the Bosch 3. Arrival into St. Louis, just crossing 17,700.
United 980, roger. Descend via the Bush 3 arrival, St. Louis, landing northwest, altimeter 2992. Go ahead and contact St. Louis on 132.12.
132.12 for United 980, thanks.
Alright, so...
Kansas City Center, good evening. United 1584, flight level 320.
United 1584,
We'll see what approach they want to give us. So we're not going to know until we're talking to the approach controller. And that's going to be... I don't even know when. Probably somewhere around Rudd. Maybe a little bit earlier. Let's see. It's gonna suck because we're gonna have to. The approach briefing is gonna happen sort of like last minute, unless they give us our expected runway in a reasonable amount of time. But we're probably gonna get over to approach somewhere around Phoenix. So in theory, we should have enough time to get everything done here. What the hell? All right, there we go. So still got, it looks like about maybe 18 minutes left on that landing rate prediction. So make sure you get your predictions in. Either win or lose your fortunes. Yeah, I gotta find a scenery for this airport, because they redid the terminal here, so our terminal is in a different location. It looks like there may be a scenery. Yeah, there is a new scenery for it.
United 2569, contact Kansas City, approach 123.95.
I'll have to
contact Kansas City.
Download that for the next time we fly out of here.
United 2569, good day.
All right, so on our way down, and about 120 miles, or maybe 100 miles from the airport. Yeah, not really 120, but 100 miles from the airport.
the flight deck. We have started our initial descent. We expect to be on the ground in about 20 minutes or so. Thank you for flying.
Sun Country 1243, contact Chicago 127.77. Good night.
Chicago 127.77 for Sun Country 1243. Good night.
So let's bring this in. What speed is it going to have us transition at? 324, okay. Kind of a fast speed, but then again, we're cruising at Mach 0.8. I need to balance it. Fair. Well, we'll see. We'll see if you're right about this one. So let's do our landing performance. Well, can't really do our landing data until we know what runway we're going to land on, right? So hopefully we get switched over to approach relatively soon. Just so we know what's going on.
Southwest 621, contact KC approach 123.95. See ya.
123.95, Southwest 621. Thanks for all your help. Kansas City approach, Southwest 621, flight level 225, descending on the Rud 3.
Southwest 621, Kansas City Center, the Kansas City altimeter is 2977, expect ILS approach runway 19 left.
I would expect ILS 19 left, Southwest 621. Alright, so let's get this in here, so it'll be the ILS 19 left. And yeah, we'll just do the full transition from Buddy, why not? So let's see, yeah, no discos in there. So, now that we know we're going to be landing on runway 19 left, from Rudd, we're going to fly out to Paul. At Paul, we need to be at or above 7,000. Then to land on runway 19 left, we need to fly to Evelyn, at or above 6,000. Then we're going to fly to Buddy, slow down to 210 knots at 4,000 feet. And it says landing runway 19 left, expect RNP Zulu, runway 19 left approach, or expect radar vectors, the final approach course for the ILS or GPS runway 19 left. So we are going to be flying the ILS 19 left. Torch Medic coming in with the, how many gifted was that? 10 gifted! Jesus Christ, Torch, what are you doing to me here? Thank you for the 10 gifted, my friend, and the loudest shit horn in my ear. Ow. Oh my God. I forgot that was my 10 gifted.
Torch Medic gifted 10 subscriptions.
You psycho. Alright, so let me get my altimeter set here real quick. So it was 2977. Alright, so we're going to go into the approach. ILS runway 19 left. So we have all our frequencies up here. There are
2455.
Jesus, we already have them set into the radio, so all is good here. Localizer frequency is 109.55. Final approach course is going to be 191 degrees. Final approach fix is going to be over J's, which we have to cross at 2,700 feet. ILS decision altitude is 1195. In the event we have to go miss, it's a climb to 1500, then a climbing left turn to 4000 on heading 080 outbound on the Kansas City VOR radial 89 to Limes and hold. And then our minimum sector altitude within a 25 nautical mile radius of the Kansas City VOR is 3,100 feet. Down here we have the different transitions that we could potentially fly to the approach. Buddy is one of the transitions right off the arrival, so we can expect the Buddy transition right onto the approach. From there, we'll fly inbound to, it looks like, Nauru, and then catch the localizer, and then fly it on down towards the runway. Then here we have at Zappa, we want to be at 2,800 feet, then Jay's at 2,700 feet, catch the glide slope, and ride it on down. 2-hour minimums, which again are 1,195 feet. We're going to be looking for somewhere around 700 feet per minute on the descent. It's going to take us about, call it 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
2455.
To get from the final approach fix down to the runway. We're going to be looking for a Mauser approach lighting system. Missed approach once again is a climb to 1500, climbing left turn to 4000, heading 080 to intercept. It was the 89-degree radial off the Kansas City VOR, 2 limes, and hold. So I will leave this up on the screen for another minute or so, just in case you do have any questions. Feel free, pop them on in the chat. I cannot believe we're at a level 2 hype train already. You're crazy, Torched. So let me get my... Oh my God, I hate the scroll wheel.
Under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin, leaving the area around your feet clear. Please raise your seat back and tray table to the full upright.
So yeah, any questions, feel free. Pop them on in.
Come by one last time to
Southwest 2455, 4 miles from Jay's, turn left heading 200, maintain 3000 until established, cleared ILS approach runway 19 left.
1195.
Turn left heading 200, maintain 3,000 feet, intercept ILS 19 right, 19 left, Southwest 2455.
Oh my God, go to 1195. All right, so we're gonna go 19 left here. So payload performance. Let's go. Show landing data. Airport search is gonna be
at 3,000
MCI. Search all. Runway 19 left. Condition is dry.
Kansas City approach. Hello.
Flaps. Let's do flaps 30.
And you are clear direct Napoleon.
Brakes. Let's do 2.
Maintain 15,000 and clear.
Winds are going to be 190 at 14.
2455. Give me your best bank angle or your through the localizer. Fly heading 160 to rejoin.
Outside air temperature is 17. And 29.
Fly heading 160, Southwest 2455.
Southwest 2455, give me your best bank angle on that turn so you can make the localizer and the glide slope.
Alright. So VREF 30 plus 5, that's going to be 150 knots. That's for 30, though.
Roger, Southwest 2455.
Oh, we're going to land flaps 30, so we'll put this in here, so it's going to be 148.
Cleared, yeah, 2569, let me do this without having a stroke. At Buddy cleared ILS approach runway 19 left.
I don't have any more money, but good luck.
United 2569 at Buddy cleared ILS approach runway 19 left.
At Buddy cleared ILS.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to get the transition from Buddy. And let's get the music turned off. We're approaching our sterile cockpit altitude here.
Southwest 2455, I apologize. You're going to be past the final approach fix. I need to resequence. Fly heading 090, maintain 3000.
Fly heading 090, maintain 3,000.
Oh, that was a level 3 hype train. Jesus. You guys are crazy. Alright, so we're going to get the landing lights turned back on here. We'll get the turn-off lights on.
Maintain 250
burners on, taxi light on.
Maintain 250 knots, Southwest 2455.
Road 310, contact Kansas City Center on 125.72 small.
2572, have a good night, Road 210.
Going a little fast.
Southwest 2455, fly heading 360.
Fly heading 360, Southwest 2455.
United 2569, maintain 210 knots until the final approach fix for sequence.
Maintain 210 knots until final approach fix. United 2569.
And Southwest 2455, if you can do me a favor, give me your best bank angle turns, because that's a 5 to 10 degree bank angle. It's going to cause me to have to put you at the back of the stack.
Oh boy.
Roger, give best bank angle, Southwest 2455.
All right. Oh, I think my internet's fucking up again. Great.
Departure, good evening, US sir, Fort Charlie.
It's always at the end of the stream this shit wants to act up.
Yes, sir, Fort Charlie Juliet, Kansas City Center, or I'm sorry, Kansas City approach.
So if you're seeing any lagging or anything that's on my end, that's not you guys.
And
my internet service provider doesn't know how to, you know, give people the service they pay for, apparently fucking again, so I'll be on the phone with them again,
flight heading 270.
letting them know that they fucking suck at their jobs.
70, Southwest 2455.
Sick and tired of this shit. You know, they tell me they fixed the problem, and then the problem just fucking comes back again.
To confirm, heading 1704 for Charlie Cadet.
Yes, sir, for Charlie Juliet, 070.
Roger, 070 for Charlie Cadet.
Alright. 4,000 is what I want, so yeah, we're not going to go any lower than that yet. Inspection, I don't know. You know, it's not bad as it's not as bad as it used to be, because it's like, you know, the last couple of nights around, like, it's usually either at like 8:30 or it'll be at like 10:30 is when the issues will arise. So it used to be it happened all the fucking time.
Southwest 2455, 7 miles from Zappa, turn left, heading.
But no, that was a pretty bad spike that I just had. Or it wasn't even a spike; it just dropped a whole bunch of bandwidth.
Heading 210 till
Stream on the phone with Spectrum. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
Southwest 2455.
United 2569, contact International Tower on 128.2. So on.
We'll contact International Tower on 128.2. United 2569. See ya.
Yes, sir, for Charlie Juliet, clear to right below.
Yeah, you still got about 5 minutes left on the landing rate prediction, so make sure you get your predictions in.
Grip.
Oh, what am I doing here?
Yes, sir, for Charlie Juliet, clear to right below.
Straight below for Charlie Juliet.
Southwest 2455, maintain 210 knots until the final approach phase for sequence.
Maintain 210 knots, Southwest 2455.
Southwest 621 at Buddy, cleared ILS approach number 19 left.
At Buddy, cleared ILS 19 left, Southwest 621. All right, here we go. So we'll bring this down to, what is it? It's like 2,700. Yeah, 2,700 is our final approach fix.
Contact Kansas City Center on 125.72.
2572 for Charlie Chad.
And it's going to be, okay, so we still have tower on 128.2. That is already set in radio 2. So I just got to hit this little button. That'll get us over to the frequency that we need. Let's make sure the rad nav is set correctly, because that's right. This one does it automatically. There's no... Oh, no, never mind. I'm fucking stupid. 10955. So that's going to be... Oh, damn it. 10955. Can you go up, please? 109.
Center, US Sir, Fort Charles, that's same.
109. I hate how you have to switch between ILS and BO.
Still on approach.
So that's going to be 191. No, I'm just going to do it this way.
Southwest 2455, reduce final approach speed. Contact tower on 128.2.
Contact tower on 128.2, reduce speed, Southwest 2455.
There we go. So we are... How far out are we? Alright, let's go. Flaps 5. Alright, there's the airport. Oh, I'm at 175 now, so I guess it don't matter because we're 10 miles out from the runway. So glide slope is coming down.
Departure United 2569.
Localizer should be coming in soon.
United 2569, Kansas City Center, radar contact, flight heading 090.
Heading 090, United 2569.
Alright, here comes approach mode. Alright, let's go. Gear down. And our VREF is, was it 130? It's 143, so it's 148. That's what we're bringing it down to.
2500.
United 2569, flight heading 010.
Then we'll go flaps 30.
Flighting 010, United 2569.
Southwest 621, contact International Tower 128.2, someone.
128.2, Southwest 621, thank you. Tower Southwest 621, ILS 19er left. Uh-oh. I think I switched it. Wait, what happened? Oh no, it's not recognizing the frequency. 128.2. Come on.
Southwest 1225, we like to actually...
It's saying 128.199. That's fucking weird.
Southwest 1225, Roger, cancel takeoff, clear and full short of runway 19 left.
Full short 19 left, Southwest 1225.
Tower Southwest 621, ILS 19er left.
Southwest 621, hello there. Wind 19014, guest 22, runway 19 left, clear to land.
19 left, clear to land, Southwest 621. Yeah, like, if we look at this frequency really quick, if I go to radio 2, it's 128.2. On the client, it says 128.199. That's weird. I've never seen that before. Alright. Speed brake armed. Auto brake set to 2. Let's land this thing. Yeah, that's really weird. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of that. I don't know why that's happening. We'll test it on the ground. Maybe I just did something weird. Could be something on my end. At least the other radio worked. The fact that it's working on the other radio tells me that I probably did something wrong. We'll figure it out later. Alright, auto brake. Sorry, auto throttle off, not auto brake. Was not told you were coming to MCI. Oh, well, you should have been here. Yeah, no, this is the airport that won the vote.
Approaching 19 left.
Kansas winning something since, well, hey, didn't you guys win a Super Bowl? Not this year, but last year you guys did. We're not going to talk about this year.
Oh.
Man, it's bouncy as hell here, too.
300. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Reversers, that was right on the touchdown point.
Speedbird deployed.
That was right on the aiming point.
Southwest 621, so Kansas City exit right when able, stay parking.
Right when able, we have a scenery issue here. I don't think we have the new terminal, so we're just gonna kind of park wherever. Southwest 621.
Crew and Southwest Airlines, welcome to Kansas City. Please remain seated.
Southwest 621, you can taxi Echo south of the parking.
And tray table in their full upright and locked position, and all.
All right, Echo south to the parking. Southwest 621. Thanks. There's actually a terminal right in front of us. All right, let's get these off.
Be careful when opening the overhead bin. Items may have shifted during flight and
whoops.
fallout. You may now use the cellular function.
So let's go. Speed brakes up, flaps up. Yeah, we'll just MCI default scenery has backwards hold short lines. Yeah.
Runway heading 19 left, clear for takeoff off Southwest.
Oh, I see. So this. Okay, let me.
That's
Tower Southwest 621. It looks like we have the two decommissioned terminals, so we'll just take Delta into Old Terminal C.
621, roger.
Have enjoyed sharing part of our day with you.
Yeah, that was definitely, that was probably my best landing in the sim. I don't think I could have asked for a better landing. Right on the aiming point. I'm going to guess somewhere around, I'm going to say probably around like 180. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with 180. All right, let's get the APU on here. Probably once. Do you think 160? And we'll see. All right, let's get this off. We'll turn the minimums off. Light directors we can turn off.
National Tower, hello again, United 2569 on 9 mile final, 19 left.
Southwest 20, correction, United 2569, it's like the third time I've done that tonight. Winds 19016, going 1 left, good one.
Good line 19 left, no worries. Oh god.
Oh, taxi line's over here.
So. No, 2569.
Yeah, we'll just park right here. Yeah, I need to get a scenery for this airport. Alright, so we'll turn the taxi light off. And that looks good. So parking brake's gonna come on. We'll get the dome light turned on here.
Contact departure 1
so let's get the music turned on here. Whoops. Right, there we go. Alright, you're obsessed with switching Southwest and United's call signs for some odd reason. Yeah, I guess they kind of look the same, right? Alright, so APU generators coming on. APU bleed coming on. Then we're going to come down here. The engines look good, so we're going to turn both of them off. And below 40% of the N2s, the beacon light's going to come off. That's close enough. So, beacon light coming off. Wing light could probably come off. Wheel well light can come on. And seatbelt signs are coming off. We'll get... Whoops. We'll get that turned off. We'll get the yaw damper turned off. And we'll come down here to the ground operations. We'll connect the chocks and the GPU. I don't know why I just blanked out on that. There is a thing for cones. Yeah, so we can get cones out there. Boom. Alright. Nobody will know what it's like to greet your passenger at the gate because of security pre-2023. Yeah. Alright, so let's get the landing rate prediction done first. Are you guys ready? In 3, 2, 1. Oh, really? Minus 241. That was 241 feet per minute? There ain't no way. Stop lying. But hey, I mean, 1.05. Pretty much right in the touchdown zone. Well, I mean, it was in the touchdown zone. Pretty much right on the aiming point. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. You need to drop that too. That's what my real landing rate was. I just can't win, man. I just can't win. Dick faces. All right, so let's get this prediction answered. I can't believe that. Really? Somebody fucked up. What was it? It was 241. Yeah, 241. So that's going to be between 201 and 250. So let's see who our lucky winners this evening are. So we have Dustin and Jimmy Boy. So congratulations to the both of you on your winnings. Enjoy your nuggies and the abuse of power that comes along with it. We just didn't notice amidst the approach turbulence. I guess, yeah, maybe. Because it was a little bouncy, but I thought that was really good. My landing into Detroit tonight in the 717 was minus 230. It's not bad. It was a good landing. I don't care. That was probably my best landing in the sim. I don't care what that friggin' Atlanta bullshit has to say. Does the Southwest ACARS tell me? Yeah, Southwest ACARS says landing G-force of 1.05. It doesn't tell me what the actual landing rate was, though. Eh, whatever. It'd probably tell me about the same. Alright, so yeah, that is where we are going to end things for this evening. Let me disconnect from the network here. So for those of you that are new here, what we usually do is VATSIM 101. And how it works is I take you through a flight in VATSIM, break things down nice and slowly as we go through it, and answer any questions that you have along the way. Friday nights, we get into the FNOs, or the Friday Night Ops, as VATSIM calls them, which are big, chaotic events that VATSIM puts on for the community, and we just fly in the event. So, Fridays, it's, as you've probably seen here tonight, it's less time for me to break things down as they're happening, and more of me just showing you what VATSIM looks like in some of these bigger events. I'll pull up our normal stream schedule here. This is the schedule for this week. I'll have next week's schedule posted either tomorrow or Sunday. But this is what the normal stream schedule is. So it's Tuesday through Friday. Tuesdays and Thursdays are the VATSIM 101 streams where we go through things nice and slowly. I break it all down as it happens and answer any questions that you have. And then, of course, Fridays we get into the FNOs like what you saw here tonight. Wednesdays we put up for a vote in the Discord what game you guys want to see me play. So when I post the schedule for next week, I will also include a React poll in there and a couple of games. And then you guys can vote on whichever ones it is that you want to see me play. And then obviously the winner wins. So this past week we played some SnowRunner. So next week we'll throw up 4 or 5 other games for you guys to vote on, and then that'll then we'll announce it Tuesday night as to what we're gonna do Wednesday. So while I am looking for a raid target, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the Discord link and the socials link in the chat for you guys. So Discord is an 18+ server, so just keep in mind that you will need to be 18 plus in order to join it. Socials link is where you can find me on some other platforms like YouTube and TikTok, where I do have some VATSIM 101 style content for you to take advantage of. So make sure you check those out. If you are somebody that especially is new to the VATSIM network. Yeah, we don't have any weekend events planned here. Yeah, there's nothing going on for tomorrow. Nothing on Sunday. So yeah, our next stream will be on Tuesday. I'm thinking about doing the Tuesday night New York event, and we'll probably bring out the we'll plan on bringing out the CRJ, because there's supposed to be a CRJ update on Tuesday. It was supposed to be this week, but they delayed it until next week. So if the CRJ is going to be updated, we'll fly that. If the CRJ update gets delayed again, or for some reason it's not available, we'll probably fly the Phoenix. So either way, we'll have something definitely going on Tuesday for the Tuesday nights in New York event. That's going to be a lot of fun. So let's see. So raid target. Oh, Ropenza's on. How long is he going to be on for? Oh, he looks like he's actually wrapping up. All right, let's see. Let's see who was out there that's new. Let's see if there's anybody new out there. And before I let you guys go, I do want to remind everybody that we are still raising money for the California Fire Foundation. And if you don't know who they are, they're an organization that is currently helping out those in need affected by the Palisades wildfires earlier this year. So I do ask, if you are considering donating any money to the stream, that you instead donate it to the California Fire Foundation so they can continue helping those out in need. They are, it's all set up through the Twitch prediction function. So, not prediction, the Twitch donate function. So if you do wish to donate, that is how you can do it. And then, let's see. Cume is on. How long is he going to be on for? Because he usually doesn't go for longer than 3 hours. Yeah, he's wrapping up. All right, I don't want to spend too much time on this. God damn it. I'm going to say to Nick Ressler. He's doing, yeah, he just started a half hour ago. So we're going to say hi to him. He's a friend of the channel. So yeah, we'll get this raid set up on Nick Ressler. And when we get in there, guys, you know the drill. Spam the nuggie. So that's going to be this emote right here I'm dropping in the chat. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can use your nuggies to unlock the nuggie. Spam it in Nick's chat once we get in there. Spread the love and the positive vibes in his direction. Make sure you tell him that Cross Hyperu has sent you. So we'll see you all on Tuesday night, everybody, 2300 Zulu, 7 p.m. Eastern time for another edition of VATSIM 101, breaking things down nice and slowly, answering your questions along the way, and overall, just having a really good time. So, I want to thank all of you for coming out tonight, hanging out for as long as you have. Appreciate every single one of you that continues to come out here and support what it is that we do. And for all of you that are new out there tonight, welcome on in. Can't wait to do it all again Tuesday night, hopefully in the updated CRJ. But if not, we'll probably just bring out the Phoenix A320 and do the Tuesday night New York event. So we will see you all there, everybody. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out. And until next time, this is Cross Hyperu, signing out.